link at everything. Alrighty, and the buttons will push everybody say hi.
Hello, good day.
Welcome back to. I was just about to say MLPG. I got that in my head. Welcome back to the Wayfinders of Acasia, episode number 8. Mista Big. What will happen today that is for me to know and you to find out? As for what happened last time. Catherine.
Last time, successfully on the path of tracking down the lie, we had investigated the good top floors of the manor, murdered several people, got nearly murdered by a variety of hideous monster beasts, and met a friend in Philadrin who had been working there and was willing to, what?
No, I just remembered that now I have to get 2 different accents.
Who had essentially helped us figure out a bit more of what was actually happening and was willing to aid us in our quest to, retrieve the lie. After prepping for battle and venturing down into the secret basement underneath the manor, we successfully murdered the gnoll who looked like he might be in charge, and then discovered he was not in charge, and we were in fact surrounded by several dozens of snakes who may or may not have been the people who we had already killed. After a very tense moment where every wall was potentially a trap, Catherine decided to run forth straight into the fray, immediately laid eyes upon what seemed to be the stolen lie, turned into a monstrous ooze, and a giant snake priest, who immediately stabbed her and almost killed her, were it not for the quick actions of Krieg, Listo, and Ozzy. Upon immediately being trapped in a hallway, Damien and Dahlia had the brilliant idea to get the heck out of Dodge, as the rest of us struggled to fight off the remaining snakes and oozes that had cornered us. Catherine was able to be revived with a health potion and used her own alchemic elixirs to burst out of there to start running away, and ran back headfirst into the snake priest, who had headed them off at the pass, and immediately struck her down again. With a bit of luck, the combined efforts of Krieg and Philadrin were able to push the snake priest back over a grate in the area where she popped up, and Philadrin, with one last fell swoop of his bastard sword, was able to knock the grate, losing both his sword and the snake priestess down several tens of feet into the ooze.
Give him the old Palpatine.
Yeah. After that, we proceed to attempt to regroup outside of the manor, where a mysterious old lady appeared with a letter addressed for Ham, with the seal of the house from the Duchy of Cedralion, asking for Catherine to return back there because her mother was expecting her. A bit of information that she has not revealed to the party, and may not. And that's where we ended last session.
Yes,
Also, why aren't you still a bloody mess?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm putting
because
that.
this time you didn't run away from the hero.
I'm putting the thing about her mom in my notes just so we collectively don't forget.
Yeah. I always note that as player knowledge, not character.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of trying to take a step away from note taking this time around.
Okay. Well, you've got a lot. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna be better.
They are not good.
Very.
I write down a bunch of shit and never get the important stuff.
Okay, we'll see what we've got in the end of all of it. Speaking of.
Oh yeah, throw a point to Catherine. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I
I mean,
don't
that's in the art.
necessarily-
I've got 3 hero points today.
There you go.
I don't necessarily need this in my notes from the other game, but I'm gonna put it there.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful journal, by the way. That looks really cool.
Thanks. I got it from my Secret Santa at school.
Hmm?
I didn't have that in my notes from the other game.
Oh no!
Yeah, I got my own guts ripped out by my fucking backstory.
Anyway, sorry, I did not mean to distract or
Sorry.
derail. Let's go.
Alright.
You guys are kind of outside of that manor right now. You've regrouped, I take it, probably by where all those barrels and that, the cart was, because that's just the place that you guys had previously blown up. And, it's a good place to probably regroup away from where the weird occulty stuff is happening.
And we slept since that shit, right?
I don't think we slept so much as we were resting and
Okay.
getting stuff done.
So in that case,
But
did we
since-
clarify that Big Bad Snake Bro is dead?
I think we did.
We
Did
did.
we double tap?
No, he fell in.
There wasn't
sizzling
really
goop.
any need to double tap.
Oh,
There
yeah.
wasn't much left to double tap.
He's become one with that goop that was at the bottom of that part of that place.
Fair enough. And apologies, was there any discussion about like going back to try and get the lie out physically, or
Oh,
we just
God.
we're just gonna go back
be
and
honest,
be like, here's where it is. Good luck.
I think we were considering it, but we hadn't actually discussed anything because
Yeah, we kind of just stopped.
Yeah, this is just a continuation right when you guys got out, pretty much.
it basically just ended. We left. We all talked of what the heck just happened. Catherine set up a tent. Dahlia healed everyone. Catherine disappeared, and that's exactly where we left off.
Okay.
Was our contract to retrieve the lie or to figure out why it was disappearing?
Our contract was to figure out why there was no soap.
And,
It was to get the lie.
and remind me, did we see the old lady or only Catherine?
No.
Yeah, she just hobbled up to the.
Yeah,
we all
okay.
saw.
Got it. We don't
The
know
only thing
what
I
the
haven't shared was
shit
the contents
says.
of the letter.
Got it.
You said that was the only thing that hadn't been shared.
Like, I would take it you guys probably heard like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right. She did
Yeah,
the
if
whole
I
bit.
remember
She did
correctly,
the
these
whole
two
damn
were
bit.
essentially over by the trees, saw some fog roll in, and then
Right.
creepy ass old lady just.
Yeah, One Piece laugh. But yes,
I mean, I don't think I could have hidden anything from that conversation because you were like right over my.
Yeah, I was
shoulder.
right there. However, I respectfully did not rejoin.
as you guys kind of get your tents set up and all that stuff, I would think by this point it's about like 4 or 5 in the evening.
Mhm.
Just one thing that you do notice is that all those little like slutty things and stuff, they start slinking away from the manor. Like they just kind of seem to be going away.
Just any like particular direction away or like whole radius?
Just the whole radius, they just don't seem to be really
It
attracted
seem-
to you guys or this manor anymore.
Yeah, okay. So I was about to ask. It seemed like whatever made them come this way. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, it's not here anymore.
Yeah.
We're just an
No.
epicenter of bad vibes.
New restaurant.
New restaurant. Yeah.
Perhaps we should. I don't really feel like chasing all that. I'm not going to. That's not my job.
And then at this point, if we want to get rid of them all, we'd have to burn the fucking forest down.
They can't possibly be that dangerous.
Didn't they infect a whole bunch of animal life before when we were absent?
In fairness, that's how nature tends to be.
No, I don't think that's a normal phenomenon for slugs to crawl into dead bodies en masse and resurrect them.
En masse, no. Otherwise, yes.
And these slugs be turned back into lie?
You get right on that.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm not collecting it then.
Given that they aren't traveling out en masse, I feel.
I'm just saying I don't want to fuck with them anymore.
Oh, no,
Oh
absolutely.
no, I agree. Is there enough? Do we think that considering the snake is dead, right? Yeah, very, very dead. Then perhaps we should investigate the house for loot that might be left in that basement.
Yes.
Very good point. Also,
Plus-
hints of the lie. Any
Yes, if we're able to return with the lie,
documents?
documents.
I've got those right here. And she holds up a duffel bag of sheaf papers.
But what I'm saying is, perhaps if we arrive with lie in itself, the soap make and deliver it to the soap maker, he will be quite willing to offer us a reward in addition to that, whatever pay we will be getting from completing the job for Mr. Weiner.
Didn't he already pay us to go investigate this himself?
He did, and we ran into a bunch of shit, and he'll be happy to pay us more.
If he has more to give. Pressing for it.
Oh, everyone has something they can give.
Lovely.
Yeah, so a couple things on the table then. Are you guys wanting to take your long rest first or just go back and pilfer
If
what
there's
you
any
can?
that's not corrupted by whatever this cultish bullshit is.
Pilfer then rest?
Now, however, I would point out, perhaps we should wait a hot second before we head back in. After all, I don't know how tapped you are for healing energies after getting this one back on her feet.
Well, that is fair enough. I feel that if you manage to hurt yourself so thoroughly, it might require a spell during a looting. That can be a tomorrow problem.
Yeah. Live with your mistakes, she says.
And she actually does kind of glance at Damien.
Class, if we have, like, how long have we been standing around outside the manor at this point talking?
This has been
Setting up tents and everything, probably about an hour.
If nothing's followed us out at this point, there's probably not much left in there to pose a significant threat, and if there is, we've already demonstrated that retreating once is viable. I don't see why we can't do it again.
I can agree
Stand
there.
and fight nonsense is ridiculous.
I would just recommend one thing of caution to the pot. It looks like the slugs might be disappearing, but we did, drop the giant snake monster into a pit of the lie that's been known to turn things into zombies. There may be a danger there.
I believe that was the after, the byproduct. Yes, there's not much left in it that can really sustain anything, isn't that right? Philadron. Shit shoveler.
You know that pit wasn't really a lie pit. It was like byproducts of what they were making just usually get thrown in there.
It wasn't so much as a turn things into undead kind of pit. It was just more of a trash pit. Easy disposal.
The shit bucket. You don't throw valuable things that can turn turn dead things into undead in the shit bucket.
Nor did it have anything to climb out of.
Nor did it have anything to climb out of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, does the party location on that screen say Wubba Lubba Dub Dub? The party location on that screen.
To be fair, that was supposed to be a Damien contribution. I
Who
don't
did
know why.
that?
Fucking
Who
guess.
Of course you did.
You just look on your map and you
Yeah, it's
see
like-
all the other-
It's scribbled in.
Damien, are you doing this fucking
I turned myself into a slug. I'm Slug Rick.
Turned himself into a slug.
Funniest goddamn shit I've ever seen.
Ugh.
Alright, if you guys are going through and
telling me what you're doing.
if you guys are going through and like looting what you can, I'll take blind perception rolls. Folk.
Alright, sir.
Sorry, I
Turn
can't do
myself
anything
into a
blind
pickle.
this evening.
I'll get there. Hang on.
No, you're fine. Oh, no, I'm going to physically roll. Do not try to put in all the rules for me. I just need to see my
Is
mods
it
from time
blind
to time.
general or private?
Not blind.
Oh, it doesn't fucking matter.
Do you want me to roll in the thing so you
No.
can see it? Then why did I pull up your sheet?
Because at this point, does the fucking modifier matter?
It's more just me seeing like what things were in this manner that you guys still pick up on. I'm just
Candle holders, silverware.
yeah, things like that. Like seeing what's valuable, what isn't.
The
Mate,
fancy
Smells
stuff.
like noise.
You guys kind of start going through. It's strangely enough Krieg who comes up with the most stuff. Do you guys see your party loot thing and like it'll be like in here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
PCs,
like one of the...
Got it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring this up on here just so you guys can see what I've been throwing in there.
Okay. Really quickly, Casey, I think what I'll do is for blind rolls, just keep an eye on your Discord for my totals.
If I really need a blind roll and I don't want you to know it, I'll just roll it.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Is
So-
that the expected loot? Or?
No, so party it's just
Where you get to your character.
PCs loot, party loot. This is the party.
There we go.
I'm just gonna throw things that you guys find in there. Krieg brings up a number of things, namely bodily things. Some energy mutagens, some cognitive mutagens, and a
These
alarm
things
snare,
can fuck with
which is pretty much salvaged from the thing that you guys had placed there.
Mm.
And a bunch of bottles in the form of alchemist tools. Aussie,
Catherine.
you bring back a number of more, I guess, monetarily valuable things.
Now, real quick, when it says formula, is it just like the written formula?
Yeah.
Or is it?
If it
Oh,
says-
so it's not an actual bottle.
So if it says formula, that means you can add it to your formula book if you're an alchemist or somebody who can create those things.
But do we also have the actual potion?
No, just the formula.
Well, we
You
do.
do.
We do, though, because we looted it from those two guys we killed two
Oh.
sessions ago. I have one of each of those.
So he has some. This is just the formula that they use to make it, pretty much. There is the Aussie brings back a lapis lazuli pendant, as well as 5 different just little gemstones of lapis lazuli.
She will pocket the lapis lazuli.
Selfish bitch.
Fantastic. The rest of ye who have rolled your checks are looking for the immediately more valuable things to you, probably in the form of coins.
How
You
do I
guys-
enter this into my stuff?
I'm just putting it in party room.
I know.
Yep.
So once it's in party.
Wait, John.
No!
Well, you guys find 2 platinum pieces, 60 gold pieces,
Ooh.
113 silver pieces,
Hey yo!
and 77 copper pieces. And Catherine and Ham, more Ham than Catherine, find a lot more bottles than not in the form of an unusual object right here.
Ooh.
I'll take a crafting check.
I'd like to assist you with that.
Go for it.
Blind or
No, yes, because it's a knowledge gathering
One
check.
moment
Actually, hang on, I'll
before
push
you
this
do.
to chat. Ooh, click that button if you want.
Let me find all my stuff. So crafting check.
You can just push this button.
Oh, mine is to help her, so she gets a +1.
There you go.
Good or bad?
It's fine. It just does.
Real quick, do we like this to avoid complications later? Do we want to try and start out a party funds thing now, or with our characters not knowing each other as we do, or is it just like
Not
every
yet.
man for himself?
I would say right now, if a man for themselves, I'd say we haven't quite reached the point of being like, let's all travel together. So far, we've just been having
Yeah, we're on one
I am
job.
100% in favor of a party system.
Eventually. It's more for the role
Oh,
play
yeah,
that
yeah,
I'm saying
no, like,
eventually.
Yeah,
out of
I-
character, we definitely are. It's so much easier, but in character, like, we can even keep it there, but have our own notes or whatever. We can split it up if we want.
Yeah, and that
But in terms of in-character stuff, there's no way in fuck all of the money's going in the same
I'm
thing.
just saying, in character, that's
No, yeah.
Catherine's opinion.
Oh, that's
well, that like my immediate math brain is wanting to figure out how much money everyone gets, but it's unless we specify who found what amounts of money. Like, should we just leave it in party loot and not touch it for now?
I agree with that.
Okay.
Except for the stuff that Ozzy just pocketed.
Yep, I would say that she
Oh.
did make it very clear that she took the lapis pieces.
Okay, yeah, I will say, yeah,
she did
Casey's
not
on
make
the
a
spiel
move
of,
happy.
you found this much. If it's you, you can say, okay, I put this much in mine, and none of the rest of these bitches know that.
Money.
Now, as for your roll,
Uh-oh.
I mean, this looks like another set of alchemist tools, but Ham is very kind to point out to you, don't be an idiot. And then, actually did roll higher to be able
It's
to
got
figure
a
it out.
Can I
pin
see the two
and
different...
a little lever thing on the side. I'm gonna pull the
Can you
pin.
see what both me and Ham rolled?
Woo!
Yes.
Just because I know I rolled it at one. Oh, no, that wasn't too bad.
No. And,
Okay, Ham
and Ham recognizes this as an alchemist lab expanded. And, like, pretty much like a big trunk, you open it up and it's got like, you see all like the bells and whistles and the curly bobs and everything.
It's like a meth lab in a tackle box.
Pretty much. Catherine, it's time to cook.
We need to cook.
Mr. Cat,
She's on
we got some good stuff, bitch.
My name is Skylar White. No?
My name is Dahlia. Yo.
Call me Kaisenberg.
We had a good thing going, Catherine. It was all running like clockwork.
Now, among this loot, of course, you guys have also took something from here previously that, you guys already know of, which is that pile of documents they were clearly trying to get rid of.
Oh, yeah.
Rat.
But that's pretty much the extent of the good things in the manor that you guys were able to do.
It's the good.
It's the good
Find
thing.
any lie?
Oh, yeah, we were
Yeah,
looking
Yeah,
for
that
that.
is
Right.
kind of the most
Did we
important
find
thing.
any uncorrupted land?
You probably found like one bulk worth of this stuff,
Okay.
but it wasn't very much. It was like most of it went into making that big goopy thing.
All right, the
lot
big
of
barrel came. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, how much?
Okay.
If we had to put it in ounces or pounds, how much?
One bulk.
What is a bulk?
It's about 10 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
One bulk, aka.
It's about.
No, I'm just...
So, just to be clear, Maria was about halfway here and realized he forgot his laptop.
Okay.
Marty, you dumb son of a fuck.
How far does he live?
Long.
Oh.
So, tack another 45 minutes
Well,
on there at least.
did he double back? Because we could do the
He
two
already
tab.
did.
Okay. No, sorry, the face was because
think.
I'm just remembering this is based on my campaign, early days. I don't remember if I... there was a job you went on that was tied to a later job, and because you didn't like do any fucking insight checks, you had no fucking clue. Even though it would have been decently mid insight checks on this dude who was lying through his fucking teeth. Blue vases.
Blue vases. All blue vases.
So one bulk of
I'm suspicious.
just like pure lie.
Yeah, it is pure lie. Okay. Probably. Yeah. Got some of that stuff.
Any
You got
drugs?
the
They said they were making drugs. I will say Damien was looking specifically for drugs.
Well, you found some drugs. More the formulas for them. That's what. I mean, these drugs make you smarter.
But you would have also
I
heard...
don't want to be smarter. That's why I take drugs. I take them for the opposite. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
That
Oh, yeah.
right, you
Is
always
there
do.
anything else that we've managed to scrounge up from in there?
Are there any, like, tools, random odds and ends that we could just sell at a general store or something? I'm starting that goblin mode early.
The tools that you found were the alchemist tools in the alchemist lab.
Okay, so there's no, like, spare weapons, anything lying around?
There was that falchion.
You guys,
Well, we
you guys
already
already
did
found
that.
that.
Okay. Not unless I think we want to take every knife off of every body, and I really don't want to.
Yeah, no.
I mean, also because only one of them actually was wielding a knife.
Good.
Yeah.
The other person who did fell into a very hard to reach pit.
I'm doing the rough cut thing.
To be honest, I would rather not. To be honest, I would rather him dead than looting him. Than it.
But by the time you guys are done looting, looking through this stuff, night has fallen. You guys kind of sit around your campfire.
I'll just say it now. I think Catherine and I should take first watch.
I see no problem with that.
You fucking good?
No, I'm sober.
That's a you problem.
Before you do, Catherine, do you have some? These papers are nonsense. Do you have, I can't quite remember. Do we have a way to discover if there was any ghosting on things?
Any
I
what?
believe the last
Ghosting.
the last batch was revealed by fire, yes?
Yes, usually it's fire, or in some cases moonlight should show it. It depends on the conditions that it was set.
Gestures to
I
the
mean,
sky
the,
and
the ghosting that you've been exposed to so far has been, you just gotta warm it up. Prestidigitation or a light flame will do it.
I don't have any actual like fire spells, so I'm just gonna light a torch and.
Yeah, I'm assuming we have a campfire
Yeah.
at this
we
point
just
if it's
take
dark.
like a
Same
small
there.
stick, not a full torch.
There's some things you guys can, so which particular things are you?
I think we were starting to look over like the actual documents,
Yes.
like the evidence, and see if we can prove anything.
Going through a lot of these documents, many of the pages initially look blank. Naturally. A lot of them kind of seem to be various different things. They kind of seem to be newspaper clippings, but specifically of, people's faces, those kind of things. And once you start putting them up to the fire, you do start seeing some various things on those blank pages, like start to appear. And change my this one. All right, let me change my thing. The first of which is probably pretty beneficial to you, Catherine, or anybody with munitions crafting, is you find what seems to be a formula
Another
for making some kind of tallow device. Give me a crafting check.
All right.
I will. I'll assist you.
The alchemist lab is nice. The value of the alchemist lab is 50 Gs.
And also for good measure, after he's done with that, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself as well to improve the odds.
Back in it.
Here's the assist roll. Maybe.
Oh!
What?
You're always off by like one.
That doesn't do anything.
Oh, right,
The
it has to be
DC is
above 20. I was like, what?
Nice.
I'm
Catherine,
still in D&D like 5e.
you recognize this as the formula, and I'll put this in party loot, as a moderate tallow bomb.
Ooh!
And pretty much the formula effectively states, take any amount of animal fat, or those little slug things that you see around, mix them in with some reagents, and bam, you got yourself a tallow bomb.
Oh, we should give fuck ton of those to Cricket Creek.
Oh yeah.
So if you
Load 'em
want,
up.
go ahead and add that to your formula sheet.
Alright.
Is that a sort of thing where, like, if you have one formula, one person can learn it?
Well, I mean, like, I can essentially teach you anything in my book as well as you could for me. So yeah, I think it's exchangeable.
We should share.
Oh, it's napalm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Napalm sticks to what?
No! I
There's an
put-
actual song that Troops
Yeah.
came up with in Vietnam.
Let's be Catherine's theme song.
God.
I hate
I gave this link to friends.
Moderate tallow bomb?
Rock Steve
Yes.
Decapitate.
Moderate
Oh,
Taliban.
moderate. I don't think either of us are going to be able to.
Oh, three now.
That means it doesn't ever vote because it's the first one.
We
Vox
can.
Machina
Now, mine-
shows the elderly Catherine.
Mind,
shows
as a DM thing, I also, whenever you find like a moderate version of a thing, I always assume that you also have the lesser version of it. It's
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
use less materials for it. Like,
That's good to hear then.
Fair enough, yeah.
But I believe we are able to
put
make
the,
the
lesser in there as
moderate version as well.
So that applies to the cognitive mutagen as well?
yes, every formula that you guys have, if you can, make the moderate version, like, I don't see why on God's green earth you wouldn't be able to make the lesser version of it.
Mhm.
So, like, it just doesn't
Smart
make
man.
sense. Yeah.
Counterpoint.
Fuck
I
off.
imagine Fireball is shit whiskey, and I imagine it uses different ingredients than like top of the line.
Would you like to see a greater fireball?
Yes.
No.
No,
Bad
but,
decision juice. Big bad decision.
like,
Big
it's...
Not yet.
If he knows what the formulas are, the
True.
formulas are literally use less of the same shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Second thing, as you guys kind of keep standing around the fire here, is just what seems to be general instructions on what was to be done. Effectively, it seems like it was more of like a cautionary thing, right? When making these tallow beings, those little goopy things, ensure that they are made in a dark, lightless room, sealed in a barrel, so that way they remain unactivated. And, kind of aligns with what you guys had seen. You guys have opened one of these barrels before, and suddenly it came along.
By you guys, you mean
Yes, by Creed. Additionally, that lock them up into the barrels, ensure that they are sealed, and place them back on the delivery routes to Aura.
Oh, they're
Back to
fucking-
Aura. But they were heading towards Hawk,
They
weren't
were.
Where's Orem?
Aura.
Three.
Yeah, put you guys on the
Well,
Well, the
actually-
things in the way.
they were stolen on the road to Hoft.
And they weren't were they not coming from Aura?
Get that, please?
I thought. This doesn't make sense. Can I roll like a society check or something to try and figure out like who might have been like the author of these instructions?
There was no signature, but you can certainly try.
Oof.
Can I assist in that? Sorry.
I'm pretty sure this is the same handwriting as Mr. Cleaning.
Never mind.
Huh. I mean, you've seen his letters before.
Was Mr. Clean Hands the soap maker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's metagaming to ask if someone else can look at them. Because, like,
No, that makes no sense
It's-
whatsoever.
I will leave this up to the DM. Did Catherine share the information of, oh, it looks like it's from the soap maker?
No, I think she's kind of at the moment just like she's got a thing of like, okay, well that's interesting, and is just idly like kind of chewing on her finger.
What's
Can't
the
you share with the
intention?
class?
I'm definitely reading this wrong. Either that or the man who hired us is a madman, which. Okay, so.
Damien takes the paper.
Give me your society check.
Watch me roll. Even worse.
Or scribing lore if you guys happen to have it.
I
Yeah.
don't. Woo! I hate the. I mean, I know why, but I don't like that. I can't see the die roll when it's branded.
I almost
All of
certainly crit failed with.
Did I ever see the soap maker's handwriting?
I don't think they ever gave you the letters.
We actually
Wait, no.
no, we did go to the soap make when we broke
Oh yeah,
into the soap
we
maker's
found
house.
his
We found
documents.
his
Right.
correspondence.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Well,
he would come. Well, no, he still has the letters of like, fine, you can do whatever, and he'll side by side.
the O's look the same.
I genuinely think it's an overreaction of an estimate. It makes no sense.
That's like, why is our party so stupid? We could very well miss out on like an entire quest line because our rolls are shit.
I feel like I have no reason to like be able to check this shit. So sorry. Dolly is not a teacher. She doesn't have to do that.
Can we have one more person roll?
I'm trained in society.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mista, what do you think?
Yeah, at least
Mine?
At the same time, Hamburgini is like jumping on your shoulder a little too.
regardless of what happens afterwards, can we see the rolls just for shiggles?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I 100% got a 1.
Listo. What the fuck are these guys talking about? This doesn't look anything.
That's the one.
And I mean, like Ham is like whispering. It's just like, are they crazy? Yeah. The effective rolls were.
Oh!
You want to see what's even better? You want to see what's even better? Woo! The nat one rolled high.
Come on!
What about Listo?
Listo and Ham are just like 20
Hey. You're going senile. You're hot.
No, I'm not.
You're not
That's
even
the
that
problem.
Actually, how old are you?
I'm 76.
Okay, you're not that old.
I beg to fuck your pardon.
She's an elf.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
She's
how
a
old are
child?
you?
Don't ask a woman their age, says Ham.
Not us. I was pointing at
Yes,
Damien.
Yeah.
he knows.
You know what? How about
Ham
this?
knows.
You know, if we're not going to be traveling together, the least we should do. If we're going to be traveling back to Hops, maybe we could at least all chat and get to know one another when we're not,
Trying to,
survive or
Oh.
run or be some sort of chaotic mess on the
run
battle.
into death traps.
I have the perfect game for this.
How about we? I think I know which game you're talking
The problem is, I think I'm the only one who has had alcohol.
about. How about this?
You absolutely are not.
Do you have enough for the whole group?
Oh, I thought you meant has.
How about
has
this?
and-
If we're going to be playing some kind of get to know each other game, how about we wait until we're back in town and we've been paid?
And we can
I can live with
buy alcohol.
Very smart of an idea, I think.
Money can be exchanged for
Goods
goods
and
and services.
Now, you do find a little bit more on those documents. Just one last little thing. Kind of going through it, you seem to find a list with names
right
on
there.
Name.
names of. Well, it seems kind of like a hit list. At the
What?
very least, people to avoid. Like I said, there were
Okay.
some little pictures that came along with this.
The names.
Yes, you see some names. Lieutenant
Yes.
Karumba.
Okay.
Karumba is one.
Oh yeah, the investigator.
Oh yeah.
How you spell his name again?
That starts with a K. K-A-R-U-M-B-A.
Oh, I got it right. Woo!
K-A-R-M-B-A?
U-M-B-A.
UMBA.
Karumba. Just like it sounds with the K. Exactly.
For legal reasons.
Yeah.
You see a second name on there. This is all in Elvish, by the way. I will point out, just so you guys are aware.
I can read it.
Yeah, and I was like saying this aloud. It's
Sweet.
like,
The second
On
name,
stream.
Philadrin.
Hey, juke off.
Yep.
Wait, I'm on there?
yeah.
To be avoided.
Yep, to be avoided
Yep.
/ hit list. Like, it just seems to be like, these guys are not in the good graces of whoever this Cole was.
Well, I'm honestly
And
not
yet-
sure if I should be flattered or worried.
And yet they didn't realize you were in the midst.
I mean, I had a hood up the whole time.
Did you introduce them with your name or anything?
No! I said my name was Jude or something.
Some stupid shit.
Probably a sentiment you heard quite a bit. Hey, Jude. Oh, how you been?
Anyone else on the list?
Yes. A Pope of Shylin from the Upper Crown.
Pope of what? Shy what?
A Pope of Shylin.
Okay.
Spell
How do you
that?
spell it?
S-H-E-E-L-Y-N.
Hold on.
Sorry, I
Sorry,
can't hear
say
you
that
because Bryce
again.
is talking.
S-H-E-L-Y-N.
S-H-E-L-Y-N.
Shylin.
Heyo!
Hey!
He does not get
Oh,
your laptop.
Did you go back for your laptop or
No.
Oh, okay.
We're
cool.
halfway here.
Based.
John,
Yeah.
you lied.
We're just kind of splitting
I assumed.
incognito tabs right now.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
not.
very possible.
Yeah.
Brand, move the fuck over.
And then there's one other name with a big warning label next to it. Krusk Head Cleaver.
Cross.
Well, he should be
Crust?
avoided under all circumstances.
Yes, it literally just has like a big elfish warning symbol. Krusk Head Cleaver.
It's like CRUSK.
Yes,
That sounds like
Actually, should be
It's
KRUSK.
K.
there you go. There
sounds
you
like
go.
the stupidest
Okay.
fucking name for the stupidest
Head
fucking person I can imagine.
Must
Now,
be quite
like
a danger if they put that
accompanying
big of a warning
accompanying
label.
Crust's name is, of course, like a couple pasted on newspaper articles of something about a boxing match. It's kind of dated, realistically speaking.
Well,
Curious.
And it's about this time when you guys like hear like there's probably like a like deeper in the woods, like you just hear like the sound of like somebody yelling in pain.
Oh goodness.
I
What
just
is
allowed
it?
him to recreate
I'm
one
just
sound.
pull out my gun.
No.
Yes.
And, I mean, you guys were kind of on watch to begin with. You're just looking through documents and stuff.
Yeah, we haven't like gone on full watch yet. Yeah.
You run out there. I mean, you find where the source of the noise was. There is definitely now a dead cultist in the ground with
Oh.
an arrow through him currently.
Oh.
And you're kind of like looking at the body.
Good shot, Marcus.
Dahlia, give me a reflex.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Oh shit, he's shooting us now.
Right.
17.
Nah, 17. You narrowly avoid what
Ooh.
seems to be Mardicus falling out of a tree.
Oh, delicate little sidestep. Hello.
Why are you in a tree?
He's an archer.
I wasn't in the tree.
You throw me, huh?
I'm the one asking questions here.
No, that's not very yes and of you.
Yeah, that's not very good.
I just fucking got here.
He kind of seems to be a little
Okay.
out of it, and you probably smell alcohol on his breath.
Oh, okay.
Some people like this wine that's Damien gave me.
Oh.
I can tell you right now, Damien weren't giving you shit.
I haven't seen you for a while. It's been like 10 hours.
Been a while.
I was sleeping in that tent right there.
We left you out here to go.
He clearly was. He kidnapped one of them.
Yeah.
And then you managed to fall flat on your ass. Win some, lose some.
Leave him alone.
I was about to say that sounds like every third day for you.
Not out of a tree, thank you very much.
No, normally off of balconies and shit. In all houses, I know.
It's not falling, it's nimbly escaping.
No.
I thought it was following the style.
Also that.
Also no.
Also, you should be the one to talk about falling over those gangly fucking goat hooves.
And yet, I'm the one who keeps healing your broken face.
Hey, Tripper.
It
What's the
wasn't
roll for that, DM?
moving.
That is a athletics check versus sport DC.
Can it just be my class DC?
No, I mean like you roll athletics versus her fortitude DC.
Okay. Can I just roll a d20?
Sure.
Can I just roll a d20?
What is this hero point handle bullshit?
Oh yeah,
Oh, fuck
you get
off.
tripped, and technically do a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, what happened?
You know, looking at you two makes me glad I didn't have
Can I help you
sevens. And I will.
Oh, I'll at least help you.
I'm back.
No, wait.
can
I
help
managed to take both your hands at once.
Oh no, I was like, if it was just
And
Lisa, I was gonna be like, you can hold my hand.
And I turn and I just give Damien a look about it.
They only like you because they keep them from dying.
You're not
It's
wrong.
not the only reason.
Well, now that we've decided that life is a popularity contest and we've discovered the weird noise and the good bump in the night is just our wonderfully drunkard compatriot, may we all get some rest
Yeah, well-
and then begin making our way back to town?
I can agree with that.
Yes,
But
but again,
first
we
off,
take
real
the
quick,
first watch.
I'd actually like to speak with you for a moment,
I think there's a bit of a line on that front. You're staying up all night, bitch.
Don't drink by yourself.
Catherine. Over here, real quick. And I will lead you a little ways away into the woods.
Alright.
So, let me remember all of my notes. So I just got a bit of a question.
Already?
Do you have a death wish?
This is in character, by the way.
Can we hear her cackling?
Yeah.
I
it's
left
very whistle.
long enough away to not be able to have normal conversation. This is very.
Like, you know what's with the echoes? It indeed does sound very witch-like. Like, I mean, she's a witch.
Honestly, probably at this point.
Well, I was just
Like,
okay.
okay, for context, this week alone, I've been stabbed, bitten, stabbed, nearly deafened twice by that fascinating weapon of yours. Nearly attacked by a wolf, nearly attacked by a zombie. The guards didn't actually have any issue. And, oh yeah, I nearly was responsible for the death of a child. Oh. And this has been the best week I've had in the better part of 2 years.
And I'd say, in comparison to the first talk Posse had with you, this one she actually just seems to be listening.
Yes. So,
It's just a point of curiosity because you just ran into the darkness away from our healer friend back there, prompting Krieg to follow you. Now, I'm not gonna threaten you over Krieg's decision. He's quite capable of making those himself. It's just I wanted to ask because over the past week or so we've all gotten to know one another, and as one craftswoman to another, you strike me as rather intelligent, which makes the you running into that situation just dumb.
Fair. I can see how it would look like that way from the well, not the simplicity, but the classicality of an outside observer. But let me see if I can put it this way. If I hadn't ran in there and seemed to have become the focus of the snake priest Aya, whatever her name was, albeit I would have liked to have the chance to actually negotiate in some way, but, well, she didn't seem interested in that. But if she had not decided to laser focus on me, especially during your attempt at expedition, she wouldn't have ended up in a place where we'd have been able to dispatch her as easily.
Well, the problem is we don't quite know that either. Because if we had all stepped forward at a logical pace, fighting our way slowly forward, we could have all engaged her at once.
Except the time was clearly not on our side. Anyone with ears could have heard that she was in the midst of trying to turn the tables on us, and she had the advantage of the environment. In every game of chess, sometimes it's important to shake up the board with the queen's gambit, so to speak. Or in this case, more of a bishop, I imagine.
Perhaps, but this just seemed more of a risky gamble than it could have been worth. Several of our members were put into rather dangerous positions. I'm not going to, again, threaten you over your decision. I'm just asking that sometimes your choices might have consequences that you're not quite well aware of. And I just ask that you be aware. Now.
The fact that choices do have consequences is not a good enough argument for inaction at times.
You're not totally wrong. Now.
Ham is walking away. Oh dear. Is it the consequences of my actions come to bite me again?
Well.
Yeah.
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
And at this point, he leans back against a tree and just... You know, I'd had this whole speech in mind to give you about, if there's a piece wrong with the clock, then you just replace it, or you can try and refurbish it. But to be honest, I don't really give a shit anymore.
I was expecting something like that out of you. You are such a fascinating mechanicist.
Oh, thank you.
At least with your relation with Krieg seems to apply.
We are good long friends, but after your whole business and working together, making my weapon magic and all, I think you're quite alright, Catherine.
No.
Just as long as you're not getting any more kids killed.
She just has the most sour face for a moment.
It was
And
one
also has
time!
the most shit-eating grin on her I'd tease. I won't bring it up again, Catherine. I promise.
Good. Alright.
I don't like that timing of music.
Sorry.
Those on watch right now, if you guys can go ahead and give
We
me...
haven't figured that out yet.
No, I said Dahlia and Catherine take first watch.
Yeah,
I'll slap your shoulder.
blind perception.
Let's get back to the...
Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, before we do that, can we also have another roleplay moment?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Because I'm just racking in all the attention here with my
Well,
natural
actually, Damien
charisma.
was hoping to talk with Dahlia as well. So
Oh,
could
okay.
just
Fair.
be- could
This
just be
could
like-
happen while we're off talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're walking back and then... Alright, so I already know we're on the same page, but I just want to make absolutely sure. If any of them try to say anything about what we did, we did nothing wrong.
Actually, don't think any of them think we did anything wrong. We've known each other maximum a week.
You never know people, you know how they get when they're in a group. It's all about the group goals and making sure the group gets out and not leaving anyone behind. But they're co-workers.
Exactly. They're co-workers.
Try to say anything about it, they try to get upset about it. It's not our problem, it's not our business. Frankly, once everything here is said and done, if they don't want to have anything to do with us, then their loss.
I do understand your concern, but who do you think has anything to say?
You never know. Catherine may be upset over certain things. I'm pretty sure, who was it that outright saw Damien, cut and run?
I think it was just Hamburgini.
And Aussie. Aussie was the one that also said, if you're gonna go, then go.
Aussie, she said, if you're going to go, then go, but you know how people get when things work out, they try to turn around and put it on you. Plus, cats. I'm just saying, they may try to spin it in some kind of way that made it seem like I did something wrong, which I did not.
You didn't. But you're worried the cat's going to be mean to you again, aren't you?
Let's put it that way.
I believe
Okay,
Aussie was just being matter of fact.
Just, if anything comes up,
We did nothing wrong.
nothing wrong, and whatever we did to escape.
Yes.
Good.
Why are you acting like we have to establish a story? There is no story.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page. I know you
Yes.
and your propensity towards healing, and sometimes that has led you in the past to form attachments.
A week, they are co-workers.
Good.
1 week later, I would die for any.
Listen. You didn't roll a fucking insight check.
I will
Oh,
say
man.
Dahlia, he drops it, but Dahlia, knowing Damien as she does, did kind of get the sense from, at the end when Damien was saying, we did nothing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it was I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's because he said I earlier.
Okay.
You did. I
Yeah,
don't even know if you meant to, but you did.
we'll say I did, for roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a dipshit! Okay.
I mean, we already knew that part.
That's most things are out of the way. Is everyone prepared for the evening? In character, I'm actually asking me.
I suppose so, just wake whoever you want to take second watch.
Since Krieg doesn't sleep, he's just sitting there.
Alright, blind perception rolls if you're on watch right now.
Again, another RP moment first.
Well, it can happen while...
True enough. Okay, will you just do that?
Yep, yeah, I got you.
Oh, blind perception.
No, I'm asking Kelly. He's in charge of me.
Skibbity bum dada.
Nice.
Brandon, why are you? Oh yeah, because you're never. I like to imagine whenever Krieg's on watch, he's sitting on top of Krieg Jr. just slowly rotating.
He just
Just like
circles
the
the camp.
TF2 turret?
Just circles the camp.
No, I was thinking more. Yeah, TF2.
He's just here whenever there's a problem, you should have a gun.
I'm not gonna stop some mean mother hubby from carrying me as structurally superfluous need be.
No,
back here. He's just
Alright.
sitting on the Green Junior. He's just like unmoving, just glowing in the eyes.
Okay.
Watch is going well. Some time passes.
Assuming, like, I know he can hear. It's not a big deal.
Just out of curiosity, like while we're doing this, can I make like a fortune-telling lore roll to try and like gauge any constellations in the stars?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say for second watch, I'd actually like to take a watch with Mardicus.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright.
So we'll let you get that.
As you're
star.
kind of like looking up into the sky, constellations that involve the star Principium seem to be pretty bright tonight.
What kind of?
Constellations that involve the star Principium seem to be very bright as of late.
I'm out of curiosity, what is the phase of the moon?
It is a waxing gibbous. Almost full.
Oh,
Fun.
it's really dramatic music for a quiet talk.
It's an imperious
Thank you.
talk.
Yeah.
Use it for everyone, by the way.
Thank you. No, I'm definitely starting with the not even pretext of double checking Catherine's worst wounds, like not more expending more healing, but like these will continue to heal naturally in a very good way.
Which I will say, just one thing for just the sake of what I think is cool. Every time I'm like Catherine is reduced by more than half a hit point, that's gonna leave a mark. So she's got like a permanent bite scar into her
Cool,
shoulder
cool,
from
cool,
the
cool.
snake.
So you do understand that it is as a follower of Siren Ray in particular, and because I have the ability that I do, you do understand I see it as my responsibility within this group to ensure nobody dies, yes?
I can see that as a tenet of sort of yours.
And you do also understand the much more vital tenet that my brother comes first.
Yes.
So, in future, kindly minimize the times I have to choose between those two things. Because if I had gone after you down that hallway, I would have immensely risked compromising my most important tenet. You know? That could have taken me from Damien.
I don't believe I asked you to follow me down.
No, you didn't.
I thought it, forgive me, it might just be the echo amongst fellow members of this team, but it's fascinating the level of, I don't know, the expectation of generosity. The seeming belief, because you've taken upon yourself to have certain responsibilities, if therefore the behaviors of others must follow those exact same tenets. But the point that I know the kind of risks I put myself into, and I ask no others to make that same choice. In the same way, I have no reason to blame you or your brother for deciding to value the two of you together over my own safety in any regard. I might gladly call out in the moment, because it will catch me off guard, but it is ultimately something that, if I was in your same position, I'd probably prioritize my brother over the rest of us here.
In fairness, I know I would have expected you to know ahead of time. I'm just asking in the future, make it a little easier, if you can. It is probably not just for healers. It's terrible to have somebody even if you just have to watch, it sucks if somebody dies. Regardless of attachment, it's gruesome business.
Something my father taught me a long time ago. Death is a part of life, no matter how much you might find the displeasure of seeing such it take place around you, there is nothing you can do to truly stop it in the end.
I do know that, but Catherine, it's not so much that your actions are saying I can't stop death. It's more like you're opening the front door and gesturing it inside.
Ah,
A very concerning behavior.
yes. And when I board up the windows and doors themselves, I find death breathing down my neck, and I prefer to meet it face on. Better a sword through the chest than a knife in the back.
Well, how about running into the sword? Have fun. Oh boy. Yeah, this went from I'm having a rational conversation to a human being to, oh, my brother has bought drugs from people more stable than you. So I'm letting the conversation naturally end.
No, like Ham, like Dahlia, like Ham is somewhere off, like a little bit further away, but he's giving you a look like, you see what I have?
There's some like look back and forth of like
No, he's doing this behind your back.
I am empathetic about this, but oh boy, it is not my basket case. Nope.
Do you want to trade? Like,
Listen, in a couple months, I'll probably decide she is my basket case, but nope.
Important question, like, are you still, like, I'm assuming you're just going silent and, like, just letting dead air hang?
Quietly, yes, listening, but quiet now. Like, oh, okay, I can't say shit to this bitch. She's crazy.
Is you cray?
She's crazy. She's not well. I
After,
can't fix her.
I do want to say, after just a few minutes of, like, empty silence, I'm just gonna ask, so how long have you and your brother been out here running about as adventurers?
We have to check.
Yeah. No, about 10.
Oh, but I was still. There was that time we separated because I had to do my seminary shit.
Yeah, but together. Oh, then together. Probably 5. Yeah.
5 years.
Five. Do you find such work rewarding, I guess? You stick with a decent level of commitment for someone of a more human nature.
Oh, it's not always killing shit. Sometimes it's my brother providing an entertainment or gambling, and I provide healing services. Sometimes it is mercenary things, and it's not the best thing, but it's hardly the worst. And sometimes we find hunters' guilds, things like that, for fun. It's a whole mix of things.
Yeah.
And of course, whatever side businesses my brother decides he gets up to, I don't keep track of that.
Classic troublemaker.
There's a button.
That bitch is like... Dahlia goes to bed at like 9 p.m. because she knows Damien's gonna go off and do fuck shit like sell pills.
you know, other than that, you guys just like watch goes pretty unimpeded. The sounds of wildlife, at the very least, seem to kind of just be returning to the area throughout the night. There don't seem to be like a lot more cries of birds and that kind of thing, right? It's a lot more like a quiet but peaceful, quiet night. The only thing that's probably more interesting is that as you fall asleep, Marticus, Ham is like finding your alcohol, wherever that is. It's like,
There's none left.
oh yeah, he just like licks the edge, right?
Which I will say, because Aussie wanted second watch with I don't know who, so I'm just gonna wake him up.
Aussie and Marty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wake Aussie up and then let her make her own decision.
Thank you, lovely.
Like, back up.
Marticus.
What?
I wake Marticus up to watch.
Friend, do you know how much alcohol I have in my system right now?
Heaving tiefling boobies right in your face.
Help the team take your watch.
Fine.
Alright. I could roll your blind perception for you, Marcus.
I do have my character sheet up on my phone.
Oh, there you go.
Do you want?
How does yours work on here? Is there an app?
It doesn't work that great, but I'm gonna make it
Okay.
work.
Because I'm like, I
You
can't
can't
really get that shit
Every
to
time I
load.
open my phone, I have to reload the whole thing.
My screen resolution wasn't having it on a little small Chromebook.
For Krieg and Krieg Jr., do they reroll or just
No.
keep the same?
I'll survive for right now.
Oh no, it's really, really easy. It's stupidly easy. Kelly has my sheet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to switch with Bran, he can open it in an incognito
You
window.
guys are sure.
He technically doesn't even have to see it, I'm realizing it. You can just click for all the stuff.
Whatever.
Marcus, I could also just screenshot your skills and send you that in Discord, and then you can just roll real dice if you want. What? What?
You were lucky I remembered my pants.
He didn't bring real dice.
Well, I mean,
But,
there's
yeah,
plenty of
how
options
do you
around
find
the
it?
table.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking people are you among?
Where do you think you are?
Look at the shelf behind you. You think there's not fucking
This
dice?
one's just like the end of a mace. That's all I'm saying. It's fucking horrifying.
Morning Star, thank you.
I need to
What
figure
do
out
you
where
want me
my
to
mom
do?
finds me dice
Just
because
a
our
blind
Christmas
perception
was
roll if you can.
$50 and I go to
Was that?
Did you go
You want me
over
to
a
screenshot
$50
them?
limit?
I was
She
just gonna
gives me
send you a
set of
screenshot of
metal
your
dots.
skills in case you need to
She
roll
says,
them.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
these are like
we can do that.
$20.
Okay.
Probably be easier. Thank you.
Those dragon scale ones?
Ooh, there you go.
What was the blind perception? I mean,
Yeah, that's why I was
Yeah,
saying.
you can
That's
just
why I was
roll
saying
it
I could roll it for
anyway,
you
yeah.
if you'd like. It's
Yes.
easier. All right.
it's been like 2 months since I've been in a session.
It's been a while.
Well, drunk as you are, Varticus, you seem to be the more astute person on watch right now. I mean, like-
focus.
Your alcohol vision alludes to the fact that like there's nothing. Ain't nothing. Like I said, like
There ain't
the
nothing.
sounds of birds seem to at least kind of be returning to the area a little bit more than it was in the times before. And there isn't those slugs that are like crawling around anymore. They've all seemed to just kind of started either going underground or scattering out. They're not really swarming anymore. So yeah, eventually you guys just wake up. Who's waking up first?
We're having a roleplay
I
moment.
thought Austin would have a conversation.
Go
You
for it.
said it was gonna be roleplay game. Let us have our
Let
fucking
us
roleplay.
do it!
Okay, like I'm used to doing online games. So if you guys want those ones, just let me know.
I'm trying.
We're trying to give so many
We're trying,
physical
but
You know
Look
what?
at that.
You know what? I'm gonna give the
Hold on.
obvious
I need to get your
solution.
character. John, where's the vodka? I gotta chug.
You know,
Let me go get the record shit.
you know what the teacher's about to say? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
I already have energy.
That will help me out greatly. I
Okay.
usually have to determine over what people want to do.
Okay, so
Got
if
it.
you're wanting to have,
Genuinely raise your hand.
yeah, if you want to
Okay.
say shit, actually raise your hand.
Alright. So I'd
No
say,
flirting.
kind of based with these rolls, he'd probably start to notice Ossie's not really watching. Hands are actually a bit shaky as she's just looking at her rifle.
Austin, my old friend, is everything okay?
Yeah.
You seem a
And,
little out of sorts.
and while she doesn't have pupils or irises, she looks over to Krieg across the campsite and kind of starts to talk. Starts to talk a little more quietly to try and make sure he can't quite hear what we're saying. But I will stage whisper. Our recent adventure with these new friends has me a bit shooketh, one might say.
Wow.
It's been interesting to say the least.
I feel like I took sex.
Some bad memories.
Yes,
I have a favor.
my ankles are still very scarred from that bush.
Oh shit.
I've
This is great, this is the enemy.
I have a favor to ask for you. If there's ever just a night I don't wake up or a battle I don't make it through, just I ask that you be Krieg's friend. You don't have to babysit him or anything. Just I know.
He's looking at Creed like, I don't know about this one.
I just trust you more than any of these chuckle fucks so far. And
I'll have to add that to vocabulary.
I just ask that you check in on him once in a while.
I can do that.
Last thing I want is for him to wind up all on his lonesome in this world.
Let's have Creed Jr.
Krieg Jr. is not exactly a conversationalist.
It's like giving your dog a pet rock.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
By the way, Casey, I noticed you added hero points for all.
Yes.
So we should all have 2 now?
Yep.
Well, except for Catherine, who should still at max.
Yeah. I've gone from 3 to 3.
Do I have two?
That thing that says it added for all will add it
No,
for
you
all.
start with
Okay.
one at the beginning of
Totally
every
missed that.
session, so then he got you a second.
I have a hero point timer now to help me keep track of things.
Oh, sick.
Just a small favor I ask.
What the fuck happened when I was taking watch? Everybody's beat to shit. We're all mad at each other. What happened? What happened?
We went down into the basement.
Why you have to be mad?
All I remember was falling onto that tree.
Why
We were
are you
angry
running?
at each other.
Why are you running?
We went exploring. Storms the basement, as one might say. Found ourselves being bombarded and ambushed by snakes from all corners. And
They have to be snakes.
that's what I'm saying. And things just kind of started to fall apart. We're not, the most cohesive.
Oh boy.
I need to stay out of your brew.
I thought I was the dark one.
It's your vapors.
Yeah.
Secondhand alcoholism. But I just. We faced some things down there that, as I've already said, pulled up some old buried shit. And, Catherine almost. Catherine almost died twice. Again.
What do you mean again?
Tissue paper ass bitch.
There was snakes, tower oozes, just a really rough time. And to be honest, I'm surprised all of us even made it out.
We still did.
That's what I think. But I'm not really find myself to be a big fan of hopped. I kind of miss the road. But
He's a good one. Cooks blood too.
agreed. But anyway, we should stop talking and just actually keep watch list. Something drag one of these people off into the woods. And she just kind of settles down and just clams up.
You're going to keep shaking like that. Make sure your safety is
First rule of gun safety is to have fun.
Truly.
Alrighty. And then for third watch, I go poke Damien. It's time to wake up, dear. It's your turn for watch.
Oh, lovely. Which one of these wonderful individuals shall be joining me?
Well.
What's your character's name?
Misto.
I go tap Misto.
Hard in the ribs.
Going for watch.
Bug guy away?
Yes, always.
You ride a bug.
I was gonna say.
I'm your conscience.
I'm here to judge the quality of your character.
No, that sounds like Creed. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Can Creed judge?
The quality of anyone's character? I can judge what you're made out of. Lots of gooey bits.
You can really like stress test. That's a form of judging.
Alright.
Fast enough on what you're made of.
By perception.
Yep.
Just give me that.
There you go.
You've started something, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Alrighty, Listo, Delamian.
Delamian.
It's spreading.
DeLorean.
It's spreading.
DeLorean. Marty.
Damascus.
You stay on watch. The only two things that you guys see throughout the morning, just like the sun starting to rise up a little bit, is that the cat seems to be being very nosy. Like he's kind of going through all the sleeping people's stuff and just kind of like he'll pull out the documents and he'll just be seen like looking at them. Kind of like seems to taste that one alchemical formula a little bit, but puts it back. Stuff like that.
Ham?
Yeah.
So wait,
What are you doing?
was Ham awake the entire time? Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fun.
Yeah. No, he looks up.
What are you doing?
Nunya.
Well, I figured that much.
None your business.
I know what none
Runs
you
off.
mean.
Him gone.
Like he just like skitters off. He doesn't even bother to like have a conversation with you. He like immediately goes up to a tree where like a songbird had started singing, and he just kills it.
Damien's just like with his poly tool, using the various tools to just trim and file his nails. I swear, that cat is going to be the end of all of us.
A dead bird drops on your name. Yeah.
Ham, how do you know, like, scary old ladies?
I don't know them.
One apparently knew you.
I'm on my street.
God, insight check.
Yeah, I was like, can we insight check the cat? What is that again?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Blind
like, you're
perception.
Blind
street
perception,
fish.
yeah.
Insight checks the cat. Oh yeah, we.
I also didn't hear cases.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Oh, one-way street.
One-way street.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's being a cat, and that means usually he's probably lying about that shit.
Uh-huh.
Motive is he definitely doesn't want to talk about it.
Alright.
It could tell you the sky is blue. It would be lying.
Well, I mean, the
He
shade's
looks up.
not
I
light
am
blue yet.
colorblind.
To a degree, they can see things like, they can see certain vivid colors, mostly red and similar shades, so I don't think they know the sky is blue.
Be fair.
He kind of like looks up. It looks
really
green
a
to me.
cat.
Yeah, Ham's not normal, so he probably can see in full color, and actually probably like shrimp colors and shit.
That's all right.
I'll just throw Ham a little meat. Sorry for bugging you.
Why do you indulge it if it's not?
He's happy with that.
It's not going to be any use to us. What's the point in indulging it?
Because he's more fun to talk to than you.
He does that thing for Puss in Boots, like the ooh.
Get done.
I like you, Damien, but your favorite thing to talk about is Damien.
Have you attempted to have a conversation with me longer than a few sentences?
Well, usually you're drunk or talking about yourself, so the subject matter has never really interested me. So
Well, what do you like to talk about, Mista?
we can talk about swordplay, places we've been, other people we've met. You can tell me more about your sister.
What's there to tell? She's my sister. She heals people.
And
Is she single? Just Marcus from his tent.
Just sleep talking.
The next commission notes I have to make sure to say has been voted very hot.
I mean, I don't know what I could say that from the point of view of someone who's not her brother. I mean, we've been traveling together for years now. Grew up in a fine home. We just wanted to see the world, experience life and what it has to offer. And well, that means different things for the both of us. Find each other sooner or later, and here we are.
well, when you're not in a drunken or drug-idled stupor,
It is not a stupor.
do you know what she enjoys doing in her spare time?
Yes, she enjoys reading, gardening. She's a wonderful gardener. Dancing. Tries her hand at sewing, but isn't the best at it at times. Just all the normal everyday things, I suppose.
Favorite flower? She seems to grow them as she wants.
Fucking guess.
So,
That was a bit of a gimme.
so.
How about you? How long have you grew up in Hopt? Passing through?
Was in Hopped until about 4 years ago. Hopped aboard a ship and got my way out. sailing for a while, helping support my mom, sending money back. So met a lot of interesting people. Been to a lot of different lands.
So how did you end up getting involved? What's this mercenary thing called again?
Mercenary thing?
Like the hired
Wayfinders.
Wayfinders.
So how did you come to cast your lot in with the Wayfinders? Or why?
Just decided that I'd like to see other parts of the world via land versus coming around them via ports.
Yeah.
So,
Anything quite like what we've encountered in the last week?
usually there's not as much animal fighting. Usually there's more swordplay. So, met a lot of men that fight similar to you. Or at least attempt to.
I do recognize some of your stances. They're quite expertly utilized, if I may say.
Well, I try to incorporate a little bit of athletic and acrobatic ability into my fighting. So, and learn that having two blades in your hand is better than having one.
True, but there's certain places you can't bring two blades, but if you have one nicely away, or two, then it works out right away. Plus, it just looks nice, doesn't it?
It does. I prefer your cane sword over that little foldy looking weird thing that you've got, but
It's got wonderful uses.
it's got a lot of tools in it, I'll give you that.
There you go, I have a belt full of tools, we could just have a pocket full.
Or a sheath full.
Well, it's like it folds, it's like that.
Sheath, as in something to hold a tool.
You have like a little leather thing that you put it in or something.
A knife.
Believe it or not, I'm not the most manual labor of sorts.
You know what? I never took you as someone that did a lot of manual labor.
As I say, I got out into the world to experience life, and why would I want to do that? Building bookshelves or fishing off the side of a boat, and there's so much more fun to be had than that. Not that I judge anyone who pursues those lines of work for their entire lives, it just seems incredibly dull.
For some it might be.
So,
I'm sure that you don't garden with your sister either.
in my defense, I've tried, I just don't like getting literally dirt.
Yeah,
Odd side question, but does anybody have salt in their bags?
I mean, we have like rations, so
I could, if you say you pulled some salt for your rations, anything like that.
yeah.
Because anybody who's sleeping or has their bags open, like Ham is trying to get specifically the salt, and if he manages to find some, he's gonna be seeing like pretty much like pouring it around the campsite, that kind of thing.
Cam,
I don't got salt.
do you know why the cat is doing that?
occult shit is more my sister's expertise. The only thing I can think of is that sometimes people use salt circles to try to ward off evil spirits or something. Not that it ever worked.
Can Krieg do a occultism check while just watching all this? Would it be blind or?
Yes, that's an knowledge gathering check.
So, do you prefer the length? Which bladed weapons length do you prefer? But
If I'm in a straight up fight, I prefer the cane sword just because of the extra reach, but if I need to attempt to dispatch someone quickly, quietly, with something that doesn't draw attention, the retracting blade looks quite nice. This
alright.
Your occultism check will be, pretty much what was mentioned here. Like typically, salts are used to ward things away that shouldn't be here in here. I mean, combination of these two talking and how he's been acting, a little bit skittish. He's been up all night. He's doing this. Clearly, something is bothering this cat.
While Ham is like doing the salt thing, Damien will just like grab a pebble and flick it at him just to mess with him.
Does that thing.
Just out of curiosity, do you have a type?
Pretty.
Holds up a mirror.
No,
His middle name is Narcissus.
my type is anyone who would be interested in me and anyone who I find attractive enough. Into which I will say you thoroughly fall. In the latter, at least.
Nice. Your ego kind of. But I understand it's probably been earned. But.
I will say there's a whole other performance you've yet to enjoy, as far as my talents are concerned. Not that I would be opposed to giving you a private show. And he does do the whole, like, cross one leg over the other, like, stretching them out, hooker style.
Your
talents suck.
No.
If we're discussing flexibility, and then Lisa will drop right down into the splitch.
Well, I'm
Just drop cookies in there. What you can touch, you can have.
Marty steps in and a pop-up comes up. Accept all cookies.
Well, my, oh my, what else can those legs do?
I think we just learned that nothing really happened on the third watch.
You can wonder.
Wonder I shall.
Marcus like turns over and just like plugs his ears.
Don't knock until you try it, dear.
Not judging, just don't go through here.
Just go right next to his tail. Sit in the corner of the bed and watch me whack off. I imagine that general flirting will continue for a bit more before watch is over.
Yep. Or just showing off.
Yeah.
Showing what off exactly?
Yes.
Lisa was staying close.
At least there's that.
But it's Damien.
Damien will stay as clothed as his partner wishes him to. Awesome makes notes.
Quietly took a right in the dark.
Boots and bow tie. So yeah.
Nothing on but the radio.
Alright, so that's our watch.
No, that's like Creek is not interjecting into any conversation.
Nope.
You organic beings are weird.
That's what I would love about that. It's just like in the finally like the conversing class and you see the servos like slowly turning.
Yeah. There's the temptation to chime in with.
What's funny is Listo knows Krieg's awake.
Yeah.
He specifically asked if he was awake.
Well, by this point, Damien knows that he doesn't sleep, and like he can see that his eyes are open and moving around. He just doesn't care.
Yep, pretty much.
So you don't sleep, but can you sleep?
So it's basically a period of inactivity, but I'm still awake.
Just going to sleep.
Yeah.
He turns half of his brain off.
Yeah.
So they do it like a dolphin.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
I can tell you as soon as
I'll get breakfast started.
Now, as you guys start getting breakfast started, the smell of whatever you're cooking and the tweeting of the Billaby birds, probably wakes you guys up. Yeah, the Billabys.
You look fucking worse, dude.
There you go.
Bang! Yeah, those look like that makes that noise.
I'm sure if that was the sound of that bird
No.
made, Kelly, the next sound we'd hear would be
It's more of just like a soft, like
I'll get his breakfast.
they literally say that, like. Like
it says ostentatious and colorful as Damien.
now, for some reason, they kind of seem to be like flooded, like all of, like 2 or 3 of them seem to be landing like above the tree that Dahlia is sleeping under.
These brightly colored tropical birds are appearing around us in a climate that's pretty close to Kersey, you say.
Yeah.
So, like,
Prairie.
Welcome to.
You can have some-
Well, we are in a forest right now.
fair.
You can give me a nature check.
Oh, good.
I don't give a shit about
suck.
nature.
I'll have Dahlia make a nature check, please.
Right.
Just
Make a
wanna
what?
get home.
Nature
again?
check, please.
Blind, yes.
You stumbled over that. Yeah, okay, you heard it.
Yes, and you knew what I meant.
Is it a blind check?
Yes.
Okay, could you roll one?
Yes, gotcha.
Oh yeah, you matrix.
I also have +6.
Babies? Where's nature? There it is.
You have the same nature skill I do.
Something
He is a ranger.
Alright.
Yeah, but I'm bad at it.
To be fair,
Dolly,
because of the
you kind of
traits.
you recognize that yes, it is a little weird that these things are hanging around. Catherine and Marcus, you guys both are aware of some things about these birds, namely that they like to show up where growth, rebirth, and life seems to be
dear
proliferating.
God, what happened last night between you two?
Yeah. Like and yeah, literally
Lots
growth,
of growth, one might
and
say.
specifically life seems to be coming back to like a climate or a forest or something, which clearly is happening. I mean, all those slugs are kind of like going away.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty much like signaling all the other birds right now.
it's
And
not
it-
just me, but
Yeah.
But you said
It's
earlier
also-
they
Yeah,
were
it-
circling around.
pretty much these things are like the kind of like they're indicators, right? But for other animals, they kind of land in trees, and when they start calling out and that kind of thing, other animals are like, "It's safe to come." You know, they're here. It must be cool.
We shouldn't shoot them for breakfast.
Ah, yes, that beautiful cry means we're safe.
Please.
And look, here come the pelicans.
I'm pretty sure that's none of those are pelican.
It's an
There's
old
a video.
fucking internet reference.
Pelican.
And look, the turtles are coming back too.
Fuck off.
Also, you'd probably be one of the first to wake up, at least to the smell of breakfast, but just stepping out, hairs.
If you are wanting to get that somewhat settled,
He's
Hell,
working on his job right now.
I help my sister with her hair, and if that can be tamed, anything can.
Krieg's already walking over and just kind of like wrestling it back into place.
Maybe just put the wig on.
Alright, you just
Yeah.
okay. Choice between my delicate fingers and a robot. So Damien will go over and, perhaps surprisingly or not, but with deftness, is able to do Aussie's hair kind of down in the way that she has been wearing it, but like with a couple like odd loops and braids in there. Nothing too crazy, but just like putting his touch on it.
Which would be nice. Essentially, the style Aussie usually wears is it's like not messy, but it's essentially just brushed enough to be functional.
In that case, he will kind of like comb it out a bit more. And as he's doing, if you're going to be on the road, I'm just saying there are a few tools that I use. I'm not saying your hair is bad, but it can be manageable. If you allow me, when we get back, I will show you a few of my tricks, and you will be much more partial.
You can just chop off a few more inches. It's been getting a bit long.
No. There's no reason for that. We can just let me see what I can do.
You're starting to get a realization she's either not a morning person or not a nature person.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Answer is yes.
Yeah, who wants bacon?
Is there anyone who doesn't? That might be the easier question. Yes.
The irony.
The inorganic individual doesn't need to eat. Very funny.
I've heard of these horrible, soulless, miserable people called vegans.
Well, he does have
You're
a flesh
terrible.
tongue.
Leave people alone.
I'm sorry, what?
John's making
I
a
thought these
stupid
strange
joke.
creatures you talk about, baby.
If you're ever in a crowd and you see the skinniest, most sallow-looking, just miserable, begging for death, vegan.
I don't endorse this.
You don't need to.
They do it themselves.
So we're
Just throwing bacon at people.
I imagine like Catherine's not gonna be able to catch it, but like she fully casts a mage hand and just hovers it over.
Put the bacon in the mage.
Yo.
No,
Mushroom.
He's talking.
Oh, yeah.
You remember biofuel?
Yeah.
It's actually 2 degrees.
Dahlia.
No one throw away your food.
No.
Free use.
That's tea you've made in the past.
Right away.
Please.
Fantastic.
Oh, this is some good.
You guys are free
Some
to
healing
travel
tea.
whenever. It'll take you guys pretty much about the same amount of time it took you to go over here, but maybe like 1.5, 2.5 days roughly.
Let's start heading back.
So,
Agreed.
Make sure we take the 10 pounds of lye we found.
yep.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Cannot fail step 1.
So y'all think that perhaps they're just assuming we're probably dead? We all just left without real much of a wood.
Well, we'll see when we get to town.
It just means we have an element of surprise.
Now,
We
are
can
you guys
take care of those.
are you guys wanting to do anything specific on the road, or are we just kind of skipping to town?
The only
I mean, I'll
thing
keep
is that-
watch
yeah.
in case bandits or wolves.
Yeah. Damien will want to clear up. Alright, are we going to go to Weiner or the Soap Maker first?
Soap maker first, I feel like that's the quickest way to get soap made for wine. Shut up.
That, and if, again, we impress upon him what a dreadfully dangerous escapade this indeed was, and returned with his precious lie, he may be more apt to reward us.
And then Philadrin speaks up. And I have, well, when we get back to the guild hall, I have half a mind to let them know during my debriefing what a stand-up job you all did. Maybe that could get you a bit of a bonus as well.
Oh, and we could be kind enough to inform them that we also found a bandit hideout, and while we were unable to clear it out, perhaps with some reinforcements, we could take care of that threat as well. Or have someone else do it.
No, I mean, depending, do we want the bandits as allies, or do we just want better reputation amongst the Wayfinders?
I think it's wise to just leave those bandits be. They were quite non-violent beyond the mildest of extortion schemes.
I can agree there. And besides, if their watchmen are anything to be... Okay, let's be honest, we fought 2 of their watchmen outside and almost died.
That's
Not died, but just took quite a beating.
I almost feel that there was a sort of like the numbers were against us, if that makes any sense. There's something else out of our control.
That sounds like a load of bullshit.
well, that is true. If the Wayfarers might pay us to do it. Money.
Wouldn't hurt to put forward and see if they'd be willing to do.
Money comes and goes, but power and the well-placed friends around you make all the difference.
We should also.
Do you
probably
think
tell
they'd
them
feed you
about
if you asked? Because I know gold will feed me.
Plus, what the fuck do you know about friends?
But hey, uncalled for.
Oh shit, here we were
Oh,
talking to her, maybe it was
Oh,
Damien
are
the
we
whole
really
time.
ignoring the elephant in the room at this? Okay.
Okay.
I'm not a
Alright, maybe before we get
That looks like a spider, and he looks like a lizard.
And yet, somehow, that's still not as strange as half of the shit we've encountered since running with.
Well, to be quite fair, Damien, you ran into her about the same time that you ran into the rest of us. Except Monica's here, but even then that fell pretty close.
Quite. And yet, none of the rest of you have summoned undead beings from the underground. None of you have a cat that talks and has a mind of its own. None of you have been approached by a fucking witch hag telling you gods know what. And none of you have murdered a child within your first day in town.
I
Neither
have
did
never
she.
murdered a child.
Not for lack of trying.
Oh boy.
Calm down,
As like
everybody.
she's just staring you down, I can only describe this like you feel like the scent of ozone in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down.
All of us
everybody.
just calm down.
Everybody.
First off, she never actually killed the child, and she very much felt intense regret over it. That much I can believe. And the child lived thanks to the ministrations of this.
And you laughed when you heard.
I did, because I knew the child was alright. That doesn't belay the fact that the child wouldn't have to be alright if it hadn't gotten a stone to the fucking skull. Am I incorrect?
Yeah. Let the past be the past.
It was hardly deliberate. That's been established, and they lived.
Alright, fine.
We all have our reactions out of panic.
I feel like we're focusing on that one thing instead of the mountain of other things, but fine. If you're all fine with sticking with...
In fairness, that's the one thing that obviously upset her, and you don't seem willing to let it go.
Here's why I'm not willing to let it go. With respect, I don't know you. And what I do know about you is unsettling, creepy, and weird. I don't know if you cross over some fucking line in the midst of our work, whether that weirdness is going to come back on us.
I sincerely doubt it at this point.
Don't know for certain.
Does anyone know anything for certain?
Yes.
The sun rises.
Holy shit.
I am certain that
Marcus just
we
grabs
should
Creed and
just
bats him out of the
continue.
conversation.
just try and enjoy the rest of the day. I didn't say anyone in particular. I'm just going to try and enjoy my day. Now, if you enjoy your day and you enjoy your day, that'll be a bonus on me enjoying my day.
I was planning to have a lovely day.
Yeah.
A fairly decent success. And I was just thinking it seemed sensible to spare the repercussions on the Red Raiders as they might prove useful to us in the future.
Hey, I'm all for getting new allies in all kinds of lines.
Catherine,
So how about we go make friends with the soap maker and bring him his line?
sounds like a plan.
One odd thing during your travel, I will point out, Ham doesn't seem to be leaving your bag. Each time you check him, he's actually kind of like shaking it. He doesn't want to leave it during the day. And during the night, he's been just as skittish, like the 1 day, 2 days travel that you guys have had to like get up to this point effectively.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, from everything that happened with him last session, I understand it, and I think Catherine is just a bit angry at him for not mentioning any potential thing.
Yep.
Just the fact that like the hag called him out by name. Yeah. No. He's allowed to suffer in that regard.
Then perish.
Ugh.
Right. Eventually, you guys do get back into town. The roads leading up, of course, go through guards who just seem to be on detail, and they seem to be happy to see you.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going good, Risto. It's just good to see you again. We thought you died.
Oh, no, not this time.
Perhaps one of these days. And he gestures to his friend. Puts on
No.
like gold. All right, go in.
By the way,
Like,
first round's on me at the tavern.
hell yeah! Like,
Oh, hell yeah!
yeah, they kind of just they give you a little bit of a salute. You guys are led back into the town here. Question is, where is the first place you guys are going?
Soap maker.
Soap maker.
Marticus doesn't care.
Marticus starts walking away with like grab his
He's
cloak.
gonna
No,
start
no.
drinking right away.
First, I need to bring me my share.
Goodbye.
Nah.
Goodbye, have a nice day.
I mean, to be fair, was
There'll be
Marcus
plenty of
involved
drinking
in
later.
maybe?
Just saving the best for last.
Creed just casually pull something out of the bag.
Come on, Marcus.
You're like just placing little drops along the road.
I've got like attached to my back on a fishing rod. He's like dangling in front.
Ooh, a shot. Ooh, a shot. Ooh, a shot.
My question is there anybody actually stopping him from going to the pub then?
Oh yeah, like Aussie is also like, no, come along, Marcus. We're gonna get money and then we'll go drink.
Promise?
I promise. There'll even be a fun drinking game to go along with it. Huh?
Why are you going for shit?
Because you're here making my job so much harder.
Alrighty,
Between you and Mr. British over here.
You guys head on back to the soapmaker's house.
You made a choice, man.
I know, and I'm regretting it every day.
As per normal, all of his lights kind of seem to be off. Doors seem to be shut. There's one difference, however, that one of the windows seems to be boarded up and like the glass is broken, as if somebody tried to throw a rock in it. But other than that, it's still there.
Knocking on the door of the
Yeah.
cave.
There's
Delivery!
Yeah, there's like a
I should fire off a shot.
there's not an answer for a second. Then you hear something being scooted behind the door,
Mm.
and some elvish eyes meet you. Oh, it's you.
It's a me. Us.
His
Whatever.
name's Marcus. He
Fuck, I
joined
forgot
us
that's
along
what he
the
sounds
way.
like.
Hello.
Meet me back. Thing closes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Optical bowling?
Oh, hi.
Nico!
Marcus has not met the soapmaker yet. This will be a engaging experience.
Oh boy.
You're not wrong.
Compliment him on his looks.
He's real fucking ugly.
My God.
The temptation for Creed to wear the wig he took to assert dominance.
Do it.
Are you?
Yes.
Aren't you the
The
one
wig
with
of
the wig
holding?
No.
I have the wig of holding.
Oh, gotcha.
Damien's the one who took his wig.
Oh,
But
shit.
like Creed, it ended up in Creed's hands.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just
Krieg's wearing his hair.
Alright. You guys are in the back of Mr.
Yeah.
His little soap making business here. And he closes that big door behind you again. And he tries to lock it.
Fletchman comes over and helps him.
Yeah, thank you. And then he just he hobbles back over to that place where he had like all of those little like bottles
Poison.
of poison,
Yeah.
quote. And then he just like kind of picks them up. Tell me the news. Tell me. And he sees whoever has his wig on. You. He doesn't give you a bottle, but he gives everybody else a bottle.
That's fine.
And just says, this is root beer on it. It's not your father's.
Wow.
Last time it was the sponge. Now it's...
Oh yeah, it is sponge, right? That's correct. It says sponge on it.
Sponge.
Not your father's sponge. Yes. This is correct.
Well, those bandits you'd mentioned never had July,
Oh. What?
and they were running you for a fool.
I am no fool.
You're kind of a fool.
I am not a fool.
But sir, you were fooled. You may not be a fool, but you were fooled by some very crafty men.
Jumps up onto the thing, kind of like sits on a box, right? You're just listening.
So
Listening.
they acted as if they'd stolen your life,
Because they
and
assume.
were holding it hostage for you to send them more money.
Exactly.
Shakes his head. Stupid. He's like,
Okay,
beating his
okay,
against
hold
the
on.
glass.
Just
You see like
No,
you
let's
see,
keep going.
you see like a little ring on his forehead, like a pirouette, because he's the head of the bottle.
Amazing.
well. So we did
He
find
truly
where your
has
lie
a-
was going.
We did find a group that stole your life.
Sure did.
They're dead now.
At,
Wonderful.
at great personal risk to
Mhm.
all of our persons, there was a great deal of danger involved, and it was rather harrowing experience, all to recover just even a little bit. And he holds up the...
Yeah.
There's a sack, a box.
He seems completely unfazed. Do you need more alcohol?
Yes.
Yes, but I'll get that later. This is, cute.
And he kind of like looks over. He doesn't. He kind of. It's one of those moments, right, where he's not picking up what you're laying down. It's very clear.
Just to
It's
be
lie.
very-
Well, I mean, like he's not picking up like the
here's-
gist I'm getting is that you're trying to be like,
Yeah,
maybe a little bit more. Yeah, he's totally not picking up on that.
Sir, just so you know, what we're saying is, due to the increased difficulty of completing the job you hired us for, we're requiring a greater deal of compensation.
In order to recoup some of these supplies we spent in the completion of said job.
Diplomacy roll, not lying.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah,
Yep, absolutely.
Can I just, be cleaning? Can I, just be cleaning my gun to maybe make an intimidation roll or being like, yeah, you're
like the
could I
dad
also
with
give
the-
it another +1 assist?
Where
An
is
intimidation roll at this point would take off.
Oh,
of
shit, where
the
is
diplomacy.
Okay,
I'm
I
so
help
stealthy, I'm
you.
invisible.
Yeah, you moved what's his face, not Aussie. Is he here too though?
I'm shouting this from the very bottom in front of the house. Give me a moment, I'll be there shortly.
Okay.
Can't see me, but I'm cleaning my
But,
gun for intimidation.
Although Casey just said don't.
Yeah.
basically. Don't do it.
I did it.
Do it. Let's do it.
Alrighty, what do you got here?
Why are there so many
Surprise, motherfuckers!
And he kind of looks
so many
around.
fucking beds?
Hmm.
Beds. Yes, there's like
And this
fucking
is-
4 beds in that room.
This
I'm
is when
sorry.
he kind of takes out like a little deck of cards and he starts like looking through it. And he just goes like this for about like 10 seconds before. Fine. Puts it back into like a little leather pouch that he has on his side. And then he looks at you guys. Wait right here. Hops up into his house and he goes inside. He does
Do you
something.
want to sneak in and run around again just for old time's sake?
To be
Immediately,
honest,
I want to see his ham still hiding in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
He's not leaving. And nobody's doing anything. Not after too long, he shows up.
Okay.
Okay. He
Yeah,
does-
so
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
Damien
rather
was
not-
mainly saying that as a joke.
yeah, Aussie's just like, Aussie seems to...
What are you looking at me for?
I thought you did.
No. That was
Oh, gotcha.
You knew very well.
You guys just sound the same. No,
It is
for
me,
15
Bryce.
years.
It's me, your cousin Listo.
You want to go bowling?
That was uncanny.
He comes
You
back.
know, as tempting as that might be, maybe. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, he has like a little stack of gold jinglies. It says GP on it. You probably know it's gold from that. And he kind of opens it up. Counts.
No, I think it's going to be Scotch.
Is it okay if I take the spell effects off Dahlia?
No.
Well, I assume you don't want to be glowing this entire time.
You
No,
can't
I
be in the
don't.
CIA.
You don't know.
All right.
Are you okay? No.
And he comes back with his gold pouch. Buy for you. And he's just giving everybody like 5 gold pieces, all the way up to the person who has his wig. He takes off 2 and 3 for you.
Straight tasted.
At first I was like, wow, only 5 gold, and then I remembered how poor we are being such a low
Yeah, this
level.
isn't 5e where we ignore every
Oh
other
yeah, no,
denomination.
like gold is usually a pretty.
It's
It's a
$100
pretty
bill.
It's like a $100 bill,
yeah,
pretty much.
someone knows. Thank you very much, good sir, and hopefully this will be enough to put you back in the soap-making business for the time being. If you would be kind enough to make the first batch for Mr. Weiner so he stops living up to his namesake, I'm sure everyone in town will be very happy.
Of course. And he kind of nods. We'll have it tomorrow. If you see anybody else complaining, tell them.
I'll kill them.
Okay.
And then we'll use the soap tomorrow to... We'll use the soap tomorrow to then clean up the mess.
Kind of like goes inside. You hear some ruffling, and then you actually hear some cheering from inside the house. I can't believe they did it! Yes! And then he notices his window is open. Frick!
What a sweet, innocent little dipshit.
I honestly can't believe that we thought that he was part of this whole mess at first. Maybe that's part of what he's doing.
I seriously doubt it.
Mr. Clean Hands is the BBEG.
Confirmed.
He's trying to clean the world.
See, that's what would have happened if we hadn't brought back some fucking lie.
You wouldn't like me when I'm dirty.
Oh my god!
They use my soap to clean their hands. I use it to cleanse their souls.
I can't tell if that you should get or be removed in inspiration, like hero point.
The Wayfinders Guild or the Tavern? Where are we headed to?
Well, it depends on where you're all wanting to go next. I just stumbled upon this whole mess.
Wayfinders Guild, because then we'll potentially have more money for the tavern.
Point of clarification: what was
Why the fuck are you still here?
was it Mr. Weiner who gave us the job, or
The way the Wayfinders here work is a person like Mr. Weiner, who seems to be their most popular customer, will give the Adventuring Guild some gold and say, please find me somebody who can do this mission.
Okay.
So they kind of hold that gold until you have done that mission.
gotcha?
So we can technically skip Weiner unless we really have a burning need to tell him.
Well, I mean,
at this point, it's only like bragging rights with Lana.
Well, no, we have to confirm it with him so then he can accompany us to the Wayfinders and say they did it. Which, that being said, he might not do until he has soap. Okay.
He can come.
Then perhaps we should just quickly ask Mr. Clean Hands for like a letter saying that there will be soap tomorrow.
Confirmation of activity would go, and he runs up to his door. And he's already like super excited. He was like halfway in a costume. Now you see like he's got like a dwarven head like halfway on. And it's like to the side a little bit.
Would you be kind enough to provide us with a written note of confirmation that the job is complete and that soap will be delivered on the morrow?
Yes! And he closes the door. There's like 2 minutes go by before he comes back, and then he hands you like a little bit of a letter, but now like it's like slightly askew this way now.
I'd say, by the way, for most of the journey, yes, Wayfinders is still there. He's just kind of been more or less watching.
Oh, okay.
What a fuck?
Mr. Clean Hands?
I guess it might just be
Can
we're
I
going the
straighten
same
mask
direction.
out for him?
That would help. And now you can see through both eye holes. You know?
Okay.
Is that better?
Alright.
He's like over the moon right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, with the mask on. But yeah, he totally is.
Alright, so... I
So
suppose
we
that
got-
doesn't really answer the question if we're going to Weiner or the guild first.
I think we decided on the.
Guild to get paid, Weiner to relax and get drinks.
Alright.
And bring him the letter saying,
Yes.
look, we have a.
Well, we need to bring the Wayfinder Guild the letter too, so we can get paid.
Well, I imagine they won't want to keep it, though.
And I'll also be vouching for all of you on the matter of your completed mission.
Thank you.
Yeah, for that, you and Aussie haven't gotten a lot of time
I
to talk.
fucking
Why don't you hash that out?
Let the man live.
We talked plenty on the journey up. Yeah, quite. Well, honestly, found we had a lot in common.
No, but you need to get the hero.
Kelly,
point.
I fucking. You need to stop. You need to leave him alone.
This is payback for his game.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Just be better at paladin.
You owe this bitch. Oh!
And don't go down.
Just be a better DM and give us fair fights.
Just be a better DM and give us a choice of whether we want to come back in your game.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, she did.
Anyway.
Alright.
You guys are going to the guild, yeah?
Be stupid.
Yes.
Nice.
We're headed to the guild.
Alright. Heading to the guild. You guys see...
The guild hall.
Yeah, the big insignia of the guild, like, on the front. It's not even just, like, a sign. It's actually, like, carved into, like, this big thing that's in the front, like, underneath the triangle of the roof, you know? Cable? Yeah, right there. That thing.
Like Cody?
And, give me one moment.
We need to have like empty wrapping paper tubes to be able to bonk you with at any given opportunity, John.
Yeah.
Nathaniel.
Dude, there was one work that we did for like the shrink wrap, and it was like 4 feet long, but like the sides were like 3/8 of an inch thick. Like, this could kill a person. This could kill a man.
So win.
Oh god.
No!
Oh, no! You see a dude...
No.
You can't even take it out of the wrapping!
We just want to ruin
You
it.
see... Hang on.
Can you imagine if Toto got a hold of that thing? He's not gonna tempt fate like that.
You see a dude walking out
Except-
of the guild hall just as you guys come in
Oh,
here.
fuck.
Oh fuck, here we go.
Oh, to see you again, friends.
Hey, Karumba,
I
how
wish
you
I
doing?
could say the
Hi.
feeling was mutual.
I'm doing fine. I've just been, around town asking some questions. Hey, quite funnily enough, it's good to see you again, actually. Are you guys gonna be sticking around town for a very long time?
We'll see, we just got back. Well, depends on what our future plans are and if we're all sticking together or not.
Well, I don't think I've met you. What's your name?
Looking at me?
Yeah, or me.
Gotcha, sorry, you're just kind of looking down this
No,
way and we got like
Oh,
Monica's
sorry,
treating
that's my lazy eye.
Oh my
Sometimes it goes off
God.
this way, sometimes it goes off that way. He actually
Fair.
touches his eye and moves it this way.
What the
Oh, that's so gross.
And because Columbo's actor actually has a fake eye.
Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
If I had a fake eye, I'd gross people out all the time. No shame.
Just out of curiosity, why do you ask?
I'm just looking around. There's been some problems going around. Some gang in the area. I'm in charge of the investigation and just thought, best place to look around is probably the Guild of Adventurers. These guys, they always come across things. Every little detail counts. There's no detail too small. Anyways, if you guys hear anything about these white devils, you let me know about them, okay?
I'm sorry, these what now?
I think I got some information for you then.
Where can I meet you?
I'll be at the tavern.
I'll meet you there later.
Alright.
9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
It goes off.
Alright.
I'd rather be doing something
Right,
else at
he's-
9 o'clock.
He's not done yet.
Just the resignation.
He's not done
Let's take
yet.
away
Okay,
for it.
never mind. I think we got it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just put on the other costume.
Yeah. What were you
Yeah, I
planning
have
on
no
asking
idea if
something else?
anybody's
No,
watching
I
the
was
stream, but
pretty sure
just
you're
in
gonna come back in
case.
the room and go, oh, just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
No, yeah, I don't know if anyone's actually watching the stream, but just in case, since we have no visual, the DM came out in a trench coat and a cigar.
In,
why we all
in
scream.
homage to Peter Falk's
Yeah.
character Columbo.
Base Columbo.
Columbo's kind of a cool meme. I feel like with the voice and the somebody said Columbo too.
So, because it has, in fact, been a while, did we ever get, like, the group ever get word that there are people, like, running around calling us, like, us the White Devils? Is that us? Do we know?
I think you guys have
Oh.
heard it like once before you left.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel like we should have asked more on these white devils before he just walked off.
Yeah. I do want to say, especially because, out of character, the only two people who know are these. Oh, yeah,
Because I think like what happened, Aussie brought the kid back, got healed by Analia, and then looked up and was like, "A white devil!" Looking at
And then I had
Aussie.
to calm him down on the walk back to his house.
Yeah.
And then when you tried to take credit for helping the kid, like one of the kids said, "Oh, you're the White Devil," because he
Yeah.
was an idiot. I think.
it's gotten that out of hand. And Columbo's actually taking it seriously. We have a
Damien,
Coke
knowing
Rumble.
nothing,
Yeah.
it's like, why do gangs feel the need to color code themselves? It just sounds like a bad idea.
To be honest, it might have something to do with the two of us,
Yeah, the White Devils.
knowing how people tend to be towards tieflings.
White Devils, the Red Rustlers. Seems to be a theme.
Flags are often too complicated to see at distance, or in the crowded streets of an urban, or in this case, suburban populace.
rural.
Oh, that's the word. Forgive me.
You can
The
touch
small
bones.
one.
I can't imagine it having anything to do with us. Anything wrong.
Not wrong, unless it has to do with that child.
So, alright, let's go get
Please
paid.
don't
Oh,
bring
you
me
don't
the
lose your
child,
sh-
please.
Oh, you don't lose your shit when she talks about it. Okay.
Walking
Because she
into
didn't say that Catherine killed him.
Yeah. Walking
By the way,
into-
just a thing to mention to
Have a
players:
drink with this kid. We almost kill each other. Let's.
make sure I think we did rest 2 nights.
Oh, okay. And I feel like another thing we should clarify as players: nobody's actually mad about character stances about the child thing, correct?
Yes.
No.
What are you
Okay.
talking about? I'm fucking pissed.
You know what, John? Let's fucking go.
All right. I'm not gonna joke
I
about
would
it.
Yeah,
say
See, this
mul-
poor thing is.
I'll say multiple times. Everything happened exactly as I expected. For considering that, Catherine did overreact and clicked the wrong spell. I take full responsibility for
You
that.
clicked the wrong spell?
I
Wrong
wanted
spell.
to-
Do you have a fucking cat?
You wanted to use lightning?
In hindsight, I should have used Mage Hand, and I used Telekinetic Projectile.
I meant to reach for my taser.
I went to reach for a teaser. Instead, I just pulled out my Colt.
I used the wrong telepathy, and it turned out to be the murder telepathy.
Alright.
But
You get
Tree strike versus tree.
All right.
Damien being spiteful and picking on Catherine is purely Damien to Catherine.
Yeah.
Kelly thinks it's funnier than shit.
Yes. I also think it's funny. Catherine, well,
he's probably getting a little tired of constantly being like, well, I can't believe you killed that kid.
Yeah.
That you really did not kill.
Catherine is, I'm going to be honest, 100% dealing with a lot of trauma every time someone brings it up for a joke, but
Alright.
that's her problem.
So, you guys enter the area.
You sort of started just massaging you, rubbing your shoulders whenever someone does that.
Now, first thing you guys hear is naturally the sound of bars. This is in Venturing Guild. They do exist. You can actually hear some, a couple of them seem to be either tuning their instruments or trying to, they're looking at each other and trying to, add to something. One of them starting like a bass line tune. It's no, it's B flat, not natural. God, you're not natural at this. And they're just kind of going back and forth, right? And they're trying to figure out the right keys to each other. Eventually, they start something going. And, a couple people seem to be drinking, some of them in bearskin, some of them in owl bearskin.
Bearskin, the animal.
Yes.
Like Marty tried to do a
Marty,
double
you
look, like instant kicks in and Jamie just grabs the nearest
As soon
salute.
as they get the adventure kill, the pants drop off. Then the shirt comes.
Fucking swingers.
Damien's like, I'm home.
So yes, they seem to be just generally having a good time talking to each other. Some of these people you've never seen before. Philadrin, they probably a couple of them probably notice you, right? And it's like the barbarians who kind of look over. One of them is ecstatic. It's just it is Philadrin.
It's me!
It's
And you!
me.
Oh, and you're me.
Yes.
It's good to see you, me, again.
Okay.
My friends call me me.
This is Gavin Costello been waiting to happen.
Yeah, but who's on first?
No, they're on second.
Me.
No, what's on second?
Oh, right. Where's I don't know?
One of them, his friend, his brother, him as his brother, is kind of looking at you, but he's never really liked you too much. It's kind of brooding.
Ha! And you!
Good. Sucking a dick.
He sips he has a mug, I just don't have the mug. Hey, stop it.
Maintaining the heart.
No.
Well, to quote my friend here from a while back, it's a pleasure to meet me.
And it is a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And he's the guy that's a lot merrier, he's just nodding. He's just you look worse for wear.
That's because I've actually been doing something with my time other than drinking.
See? And he thumps his brother's chest. Magic isn't all that bad, now is it? I don't trust it.
Oh, shit.
As well as you shouldn't.
Philadrin has a sudden moment of realization of why this other guy doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Killed a child last week.
But nonetheless,
That's
well then, if it makes you feel any better, my friend, I did kill a big bad without using magic. I just took my sword and yote it.
God!
And he thinks about this. Yoked.
As in to
And
yeet.
he throws his axe at the wall and is. I like it.
Good!
I will forever yeet my axe.
Wow.
Good to know. Good move.
This guy what does this guy look like?
He's large size. He's
Okay.
very clearly half giant or something.
Okay.
He's big, as is his brother. He himself has the bearskin on. His brother has the owl bearskin on. They're slightly different colors. You can see the beak on the top. It's all in the
But hair, facial features.
Gotcha. He's got they both got larger faces. You could tell that it's a little fat. I guess with around the cheeks. Both of them have the exact same full beard and the handlebar boxer fisticuffs.
Okay. This is important shit, Casey. You can't hold out.
Well,
on
friend
this.
is pugilist.
Hold on. Is this just, Armstrong?
No.
Armstrong.
I'm sorry, Casey, but you need to know every NPC you introduce I need to know what they look like. Because Davies may or may not be checking out.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
would be
look
the,
up Armstrong.
this would be like the
Google
best
this.
way I could describe these two brothers right here.
Yes, 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 yes.
Like,
Yes!
Yeah.
Fucking Ricky Brew.
But no, yeah, look
Casey.
up Armstrong from
Well,
FMA. You'll
Yeah, look up
understand.
FMAB Armstrong.
Alright, let's see. Armstrong. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, this is pretty accurate, actually. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
He's
there you
the
go.
blonde guy, but yeah, that's the perfect image of.
Yeah, pretty big.
Lean to the right. There you go.
I guess right. Or
You've never seen Full Metal Alchemist? Do it.
this one, if
It's
Somebody
okay.
that doesn't like watching, that doesn't watch a lot of anime, I can highly recommend this. Okay.
Okay,
Get spiked dice
so
over here.
we've established the Armstrongs.
Yep. All right. Where the money at?
All right. Looking around, if you ask anybody about this stuff, what they will inform you is, oh, you want paid? Just go to that office right over there. You'll get your degubbing.
Are degubbing?
Your degubbing.
Okay.
Go on.
Debriefing.
That, but they call it degubbing. Don't correct them on it.
Mm?
And yeah, I mean, if you guys are just going to that
No, let's
office,
correct a woman.
right in the back.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I'm never one
You know
half-ass
what?
shenanigans.
There is one thing about this door that is different than all the other doors. It's like this tall.
Creep just casually walks up to it.
You just walk right in. It's just the perfect size for you, realistically speaking.
okay, hold on.
The
Let's
rest
just
of you guys have
nobody
to kind of
else
like, duck under, but the rest of the room is like normal size. Like you guys can totally like stand in.
Marcus is like 6'5".
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
got this,
this is-
Greg.
You have to crawl in and first thing you see is that there is a lot of little trinkets and baubles and talismans and things that are decorating the sides of this room, all leading back to what seems to be a goblin behind a desk with very horn-rimmed glasses. And they kind of like look up. You have an appointment, hon?
Ah! Gub!
Nice to meet you against Philandry.
It's how are you doing, you lovely little woman?
Don't suck up to me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Are you here for your degubbing?
Oh, you mean the debriefing?
Degubbing?
Yes, that's why I said debriefing.
Degubbing?
I'm here for degubbing.
Dolly is really kind of watching Damien with a smile, like, oh, is she going to him? I hope she fucking hits him.
Like each time you say it, she's just getting closer and closer to what looks to be like, you thought it might have been a cup of pens before, but it's actually like a cup of darts. And then at the doorway, like behind you, you notice there are darts all the way around, like the top of that door, like as if she'd thrown a lot of them that direction. Degubbing.
Right here.
No, that's a dot.
What's your AC?
Yeah!
19.
Base.
Come on, roll high, roll high.
Don't.
Hit
Natural
him,
20.
hit him.
Natural 20 from a level 15.
Nah,
goblin.
right between the
Ow! What was that for?
Sorry, hon, wrong glasses. And she's got her glasses and built up another pair.
Ow!
So, yes, you are here for the
I'm not gonna listen to this one.
We're just here.
I'll be outside! He leaves.
As well.
God,
But
my
that-
dear. They are just.
Make sure I get paid.
I'm just looking at. I'm here for my degubbing.
You'll get your degubbing. Take your friend outside with his other girlfriend.
Let us go, baby.
Right behind you, darling.
Let us go to town.
And, like, as we're walking out, Damien slaps his ass.
You guys, I mean, the rest of you guys, it's very clear why this is called the degubbing, as the name tag up front in a very. Do any of you guys speak Goblin?
Yes.
Oh, I can tell you that right now.
You read the words "gub" on the front.
Amazing.
Gub, and then below, secretary.
I do want to
Anyway,
lean over
oops,
to Dahlia.
I don't know what I did.
What is the odds of two fuck what was gone?
Soldiers.
Okay.
They better not gub outside of my office.
I'm going to gub all over your door.
Alright,
Now,
have you got the job done?
well, they got their job done. I just happened to run into them on a happy accident.
Papers, please.
Fucking
Damien,
Do we-
letter.
Yes, you guys have all gotten letters.
Oh, okay.
I left!
Things, yeah.
There you are.
I left the office with the letter from the soap maker.
And they kind of like hold it up. Have you gotten Mr. Winer's soap back?
It is being made as we speak.
Proof?
And Philadrin will hand over the letter
Thank
from the
you.
soap maker.
I had
That
it.
he
Oh.
definitely palmed from Damien.
Okay, you'll roll for it, bitch.
Oh.
Against your
So
perception.
you and I are on our way to get drunk.
What?
If you didn't,
It's against
I
your
would
perception DC, so whatever your perception.
Oh.
modifier
Why would
plus
you
10
have
is.
done that before now, though?
Alright, and what do I need to
It's
roll?
D8. Yeah, plus 8. and
Thievery.
It'd be 18.
Well, actually, if he did, I'm running out to go get it.
I was going to go back to home.
This is going to be a public roll?
Yeah.
But alright.
I feel like you know you have the letter or not.
Calling your brother does not always mean benefits you.
Nope, you certainly did not get that letter. So yes, he has the letter. He's outside.
Try and complicate things.
That's my job description, baby.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who insist on making this a theft thing instead of Dahlia going, before you drink, could you bring that back? But alright.
No, that's all I was gonna say. I was just gonna run up.
Oh,
to
okay. I
go
thought you were going to
grab
try
it.
to steal it again.
No, to go grab it. Damien,
Mm.
I need the letter.
Ask nicely.
Damien, give me the letter before I stab you in your throat.
You see like some of the bards like
In
lean
the
over
not
like.
sexy way.
And I do look down at you and I say, do I need
You
to
can't
go
get paid
Dahlia?
without it, you dumbass. I'm not there, but I feel like you'd realize that.
A little bit nice. I know you could do it.
Gosh.
Okay, give me the letter before I rip your heart out. Take a bite out of it, please.
I like the way this one talks.
They call me
Damien,
crazy.
may I please have the letter?
Damien, please prevent me from committing acts of violence. Hand me the letter.
You know what? That's really kind. Considering some would have stabbed you by now.
Damien, may I please have the letter?
Okay, I'm going to quick draw a dagger and put it in his hand.
Give it that attack roll.
Yes, I looked at Bryce and mouthed, stab him.
I mean, he's just standing there. He's not, I don't know why you're attacking him.
Because you got a dart thrown at my damn hand.
Oh yeah, if
He's
it
not
went
too
through his
happy with
dominant
it.
hand, is that like disadvantage or something?
What?
If the dart hit him in his dominant hand, does that like affect his attack roll?
No.
Damn it.
There was a thing for that Pathfinder 1E, but it got way too fucking complicated. Like in Pathfinder 2, he just assumes you're ambidextrous if you need to do it away.
Just.
Yeah, 23 beats your AC.
Yep, it does.
And
you
it was
cocky
almost a
asshole.
crit.
You hear one of those barbarians in the back who's watching this now go like, "You got to eat it!"
That's not what that
That
means. See what you did, John? Chaos you bring into this world.
One of the bards just goes like a showdown's about to begin.
It'd be like just hearing the medieval rendition of Duel of the Fates.
at least it was not returned with a letter from your brother yet.
If I lean my head out the door, can I see Damien?
Yeah, he's currently pulling his hand off of where he'd probably been stabbed at the wall.
Damien, please give him the letter so you and I can get paid.
Damien will walk past Listo and give Dahlia the letter.
That's
Pain in the ass. I'm gonna take it back in.
All you need is a lightness, and he like pats his chest with the blood.
What is this, the menu?
Like, is Marcus still there at all?
I would imagine.
Okay, like as Damien's walking out, like once he's sure no one can see his face.
Fuck that fucking asshole. When you
Fucking get drunk.
some of the bards like pick
That's
up
the
that you
best
probably
thing
don't want the
Sunday.
rest of your party to see that, and one of them kind of like sneaks up, starts playing a little tune. It's just like if you're accepting it, he's close peeling your way.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
How much?
Good thing you're pretty.
It's just suits, so like 1d10 plus whatever. It would heal your. Yeah.
So, how close is he to Damien as he does this?
It's just
And what does he look like?
It's just enough to hear it, and then this particular person has like a huge hat on. He kind of, in fantasy terms, looks Mexican.
Just
like a little Mexican dwarf. Like
scale of 1 to 10 on hotness.
I don't know your scale of hotness.
Just say a number.
6.
Damien will like give him a wink, but
Actually,
he's like, no.
1 to 10, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do this.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That changes things.
Damien will give him a slightly more sexual wink.
No, that's
I don't
fine.
swim that way, bro.
Your loss.
Yeah.
This guy gets it.
Going back into the thing, Dahlia, you bring up the letter. Are they done coming out there yet?
No.
And I'm coming in shortly after wiping off the dagger and putting it in its sheath.
Still blood smeared.
Blood on my chest.
Let's see it, hon. Let's see the letter.
I handed a letter.
Thank you. He opens it up. She starts reading it. Mr. Cleanham, all this checks out. And was there any extenuating circumstances of your adventure that Gub should be aware of?
And then, for sake of time,
Oh,
the
that's
ledger just
still-
essentially go through and describe a lot of what happened.
Yeah.
Death cult.
Everything.
Death cult,
Except
snake.
grabbing 10 pounds of lye.
I just imagine everybody is talking at once about different little things about what you guys did that's in this room.
And
I just blew snakes off the
No,
wall
we
with
take
my
turns. We take turns. We don't overwhelm them.
Well, I was gonna say, even if you start doing that, it seems like she is able to understand all the threads of
Oh, shit.
conversation. Yeah, it's clear that why she has this secretary job.
runs
Just
this
out of
fucking
curiosity,
joint.
because
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious as a player, because I think Catherine would listen. Is anyone actually going to mention the Red Raiders or
Yes,
Red
this
Wrestlers?
is a question.
I do not. I, in fact, gloss over that whole part of the story.
Nice. Okay.
What the fuck just happened?
The chair fell over, but when I looked over, she was like, like, what the
Right.
fuck? Is Catherine doing a dance to fucking distract Lisa?
Chair fell over. I didn't.
Good.
The door's stuck.
Aussie will mention that there were some bandits that they came across.
Okay. You mentioned that there's some bandits. Do you remember their names or anything like that?
No. They
Oh,
ran off after we
John?
scared them.
Turn the. Use your foot to turn the power strip back on, please. Thank you.
All right.
Bitter.
You degub her on your mission.
Deco all
As
over.
to and she's just kind of like she kind of pulls out like a table and an abacus and she starts just like flicking it left and right in a way that like even if you are versed in the works of abaci, that's the plural of it, it doesn't make sense to you like how she's doing whatever she's doing, but she's comparing it to a table. She's looking up some stuff here. All right, that sounds all fair and good. Give me 1 second and I will have your payment. Please stay in this room. And for the love of all things Gub, do not touch any of the things that look like spiders on the wall. And then she leaves.
Good thing Damien left.
How many things look like spiders on the wall?
Every single trinket and bauble on the wall.
Okay.
Like, they look themed after spiders, or it looks like spiders have started to live on them?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
Or does it look like there's a spider on the wall, but it's been pinned with a dart?
All sorts of things.
The answer to any question, spider, is yes.
And,
Do these seem to be, like, specifically themed after,
Okay,
like...
Gub.
give you a relationship.
Oh, okay, Gub.
Oh, it's that kind of shit. Okay, here we go.
A religion check
Mm-hmm.
Why did you roll a d2?
to decide whether I was going to mention the bandits or not.
Okay.
Can I do an occultism check instead?
No, this would be a relationship.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Thank you. It's my religion. Should be Jason.
This guy, right?
Oh hell, have me make a religion check too.
What?
I'm suck bad at religion, so I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Dahlia. I see Aussie and Dahlia. Anybody else going once? Twice? Alright.
I'm in the room.
Alright, Aussie and Dahlia. Dahlia, you're not too sure. You know this is a godly fight. You know, clearly they worship some kind of god. Aussie, you are familiar with the name of that god, and that is the grandmother spider. Otherwise known as the Weaver. I can actually give you her holy symbol if you'd like.
Yeah, let me see.
Alright, here
What
you go.
Does it look like an actual spider?
It's like that.
Okay.
A lot of the things, like there might be like a spider in the middle. There's definitely a lot of dream catchers that are diamond in shape.
Out of curiosity, what do I know of the?
Grandmother spider.
Yes.
Grandmother spider is more or less of a. It's a rare god itself. Their areas of concern, I guess they're edicts. I'll give you their edicts: to be skilled and clever, to think for yourself, and to take due payment for your work.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So not like a particularly evil god, just more
Actually
almost
neutral, if you want the alignment.
Oh
Completely neutral.
god, they're bureaucrats.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. They are
Thanos, but a bureaucrat.
So, yeah, they,
Except Thanos got something done.
ouch. They eventually they do come back, with a pretty big sack of gold. Like, they are having trouble carrying it. And they, like, just move right past you, Damien. They're just like, excuse me.
Maybe it's not in the room.
Or, well, yeah. I mean, she had to go out of the room to go get the bag and come back into the room.
No, they went to the tavern.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
don't
Oh, you guys just fucked off.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
We have fucked off.
Seriously, it's like
You guys actually didn't need to go too far. Like, if you guys wanted to go to the tavern, you can. Mr. Weiners would be the one. Otherwise, this little adventuring hall has its own brewery.
Damien doesn't drink where he gets stabbed.
I don't drink and bleed in the same place.
Like, the barbarians sure as hell want to, like, meet the people who nearly got into a fight. They think it's really cool.
Yeah, welcome to tag along.
Oh yeah, they'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah, she eventually comes back here. She has this big bag, and she kind of, it's like,
Hell yeah.
big old thing of coins. For exceptional work, for the Wayfinders, you are awarded more gold than what Mr. Weiner had put forth for your adventure. And then she starts handing 60 gold per person. 60, 60.
I'll take Damien's 60 to give to him fairly. I'll give him all of it, so just mark it all down.
Meanwhile, in the tavern, Damien and Marticus. Leonard! Marty, my boy!
The weight of this coin is something that's
60, you
sold
said,
at
sorry.
first. Yeah, 60.
Nice! How do you do that all at once so I don't have to click this?
Did anybody grab Marticus's shit?
I'll grab his share.
Casey, how do I add it in bulk so I don't have to click the plus button over and over?
You said push the plus.
There it is.
Yep.
7, I have 100.
Alright.
Thank you.
Now, as this happens, Fladrin, she actually comes up to you, and you had some mail in your mailbox.
Oh.
Here you go. Alright, and then she has like a couple other letters that she kind of hands to whoever looks like the group leader right now. If not, she's also going to hand it to Fladrin.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
it's probably the guy who
Fladrin.
she knows.
Can
Can
I
I make
three
a
envelopes.
charisma check to see if I can play myself off?
Oh,
for a
sure,
society
go
check?
the fuck. Go the fucking head.
I'll
Catherine.
take diplomacy or intimidation for
The
that.
fucking hobo
Wait,
from
don't
Invader
make it.
Zim.
Can we get to see it? Can we get to see it?
Yeah, come on.
What?
Can we get to see
Yeah, can it be
this check?
public?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so crazy.
You know what?
God damn!
Okay, Listos.
This is a what
I mean,
check?
to be
Least
fair,
yeah, okay.
that makes
Hold on,
sense.
wait, what's the check again?
It's like whoever.
Diplomacy.
It's either diplomacy or.
Good luck.
it
Come
looks
on,
like it's
Aussie.
diplomacy
Let's
in this
see.
Come on, sexy demon.
Sexy demon mom!
That's fair.
She does have the gun.
She's scary.
And titties.
All right, and they give Fladrin his
His
letter, and
dim
they give
legs.
Aussie, who is very clearly the leader of this group.
I mean, to be fair, without the rolls, I feel like that is true.
Yeah. She hands you two individual things. These are from the Guildmaster. They overheard your case. If you wish to continue on this mission, that we as a guild are willing to fund you for it. Now,
Excellent.
are you opening the letters?
I'll say Philadron's over reading his letter. Aussie will open one of them.
Gotcha. You open up one of those, one of the ones that Aussie was handed, and it effectively is just a, like, you know, it's a very cordial letter. It's very clear this is probably something printed by a printing press. Thank you for helping the Wayfinders Guild. You know, like it's like an automated message sort of thing, right? This whole long thing that eventually comes into actual something that somebody has written, and it's just like this is an official stamp of approval by the Guildmaster that if you wish to continue on your quest to help what seems to be the people of Orem or continuing down this quest for Lie, we will compensate you for some of your adventures, and will gladly I'll restock you on your travels out. That is
You
one
wish
of
to
them.
continue. Y/N.
Yeah, it's literally if you wish to continue. Why?
It's fucking driving off wheel from Mass Effect. Fuck you!
The second thing you get is a letter that this one seems to be like a little bit older, but this one's more hand printed by hand printed and stamped by the town guard. Apparently, they want somebody to look into this gang called the White Devils.
Fuck it.
Well, who knows if we can do anything about that.
Oh, we can always try.
Turns out it's not us.
Yeah, like on the off chance, it probably is, but even so, we can fucking clear it up. Then again, Listo said he'd talk to what's his face at 9.
Rumba.
Rumba.
Oh, Listo
Like, if a Thai grandma was disappointed in Corona, would she say, hey, caramba?
Yes.
I told him I'd
His
do
name
it.
is,
I have
his name is
no
Lieutenant
doubt that was
Maxwell,
earned, Listo.
specifically for that.
All right. Just wanted to make sure that you did
You-
see that your brother did have a stab in his
Yes, absolutely. I cannot imagine. You went to ask for a letter, he must have been absolutely insufferable.
Well, I told him to give it to me or I'd commit bodily harm. I did say please.
Yeah, he
with
probably
each request.
and he probably told you how he wanted it said, and you didn't, and I don't know what he expected.
I admire your efforts of civility in the face of tomfoolery, but
Well, I gave him 3 chives. I
Oh,
asked politely 3 times.
in my experience, that's too many.
Can we just can that be the official tagline for D&D? I appreciate your efforts of, what was it? Civility in the face of tomfoolery. That's fucking incredible. Sorry.
And then Philadron got
laid.
Dick
He got go.
You got gubbed.
He got gubbed.
as he's reading over the letter.
Anyway,
he
yeah,
realized-
what was... We just got I wonder who it's from.
Theodore J. Kaczynski.
But as Theodore, God damn
Holy
As the
fuck!
U-bomber.
as Philadron is reading over this letter, he's just kind of looks up to the remaining members as these two fucked off. So this is actually what I was heading down here for. I see that you've already gotten a couple invitations for further work, but if you're interested, I believe I also have an option to work for a friend of mine near here. He'd much rather give you the details himself, but at the very least, a day or two, I could take you to him, and he could give you an offer, and you could decide whether you want it or not.
How far out of town is he?
You know the wizard tower hanging off the edge?
No.
I
Yes.
I want to say relative to the.
It is a wizard
Westward?
tower that's you pretty much visible from.
It's like the one on the edge of the world kind of thing.
Floating off the edge.
Okay.
Right.
But I feel right now, maybe a time of relaxation is in hand, rather than considering the next job. And he opens up a coat pocket and puts it into an inside pocket.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for your degumming. You may leave my office now.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
What's the letter Ozzy got say? We'll read as we go.
It was the 2 options.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Duh.
Essentially, you want to continue on the Tallow quest, will compensate you for your journey and whatnot, and the other was an older one from the town guard. Hey, want someone to look into this gang called the White Devils if that's one that you're interested in.
Good. None others?
Check out the White Devils. Do the Mage
That's
Tower.
the only 2 Those are the only 2 I got.
Okay.
Out of character, do we want this quest order to be white? Drinks, relax. White Devils, since it's probably an easy solve. Wizard Tower, follow the lie trail. Seems
Go
like
for
distance-wise the smartest thing to do.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
words.
like the Wizard Tower is definitely not even that far away from you guys.
Alright.
Say again, Casey.
I was just letting the group know. Like, you guys know of the Wizard Tower. If you're thinking about it, it's literally right on the edge of Hollister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Floating out.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, the little misty stuff, is that like a thin body of water, or is it just like flat cliff off the edge of the earth?
This misty stuff?
Yeah.
That's like atmosphere.
Okay. So there isn't like a like ocean kind of thing.
No,
that,
this is
all
like
around.
space and void.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck me. I thought that was an ocean.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was
no.
like a
And
small
how's-
little pocket
okay.
ocean.
That little river that goes up and around and
Okay, that's
There are
This
also
is the
short.
water.
Oh, okay. I knew I'd seen water somewhere. I was like, then how did
yes,
Listos sail?
There are also
Those are
essentially
called
going.
lay runners.
yes,
What are?
The ships that you sail in.
yes.
They are
Never
not.
mind.
They're
They
not.
got it.
Those would be Aether sailors.
Aether sailors.
Get your shit together. Fuck's sake.
Lay runners are the boats.
They are.
ships.
They are not lay runners. They are the Aether sailors. Lay runners are something different.
I gotcha.
Let me guess, landlines.
Perhaps.
Perhaps not.
Let's go
Okay,
fuck
so we're
yourself.
headed to
That
the
is-
tavern now,
Yes.
catching up to Marticus and Damien, if that's where they truly went.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's who you really
Or at least
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I just drink.
Like skipping.
Yeah, arm in arm.
yeah, Kelly, just for the visual of it. Like, this is a giant old floating continent, pretty much. And this is all space.
So people know for a fact that's how it be.
Oh, yeah. At,
Okay.
At night, that's what you are seeing.
Yeah.
It's
It's
pretty
like
much. That's the azure.
Gotcha.
Yep. And that's our sunrise picture, too.
So the flat earthers of this world are the rounder.
Yeah, pretty much. There's gotta be something
Although it's
more.
literally just walk 2 days that way, Frank.
Even in the day, like, you can see those giant azure thing on the horizon. Yeah.
People just step off the edge a lot. Fucking tragic.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
As you guys
It's like a
step
golden
out of the
gate bridge.
adventuring guild,
I'm about to head out.
Listo,
Yes.
you see somebody like in an alleyway, a middle schooler. And they're giving you this look.
I'm gonna go
I'm actually
over.
scared.
I'll take a quick.
Oh yeah, I'll just. Here you go.
People walking off the edge of the world be like,
I'm gonna head out. Yeah, this middle schooler kind of just like.
I'll come over.
come here. Nice and there.
You're the one who helped one of ours get out of trouble the other day.
Yep.
We've got a proposition for you. Mr. Big wants to see you.
Okay.
Bring your group. And then,
Where's Mr. Big at?
yeah, and he kind of turns around. Behind the school, 9 o'clock.
Can we
Ow,
make it?
or have
Can we
it-
make it 9:30?
9 o'clock sharp. Mr. Big, don't play around.
I got a meeting at 9 o'clock.
He stops for a second. Either you're there or you're not. I don't make the rules. But he
Well,
wants to
Mr.
see you
Big-
and your group.
Tell Mr. Big that we won't be there tonight.
Be happy.
Well,
Be happy. He won't be happy. He's saying that. He just walks off, turns the corner, and he keeps going.
Fucking
It's like a-
punk-ass kid.
It's a big fat kid with a lollipop instead of a cigarette.
Why is that lollipop smoking? I'm looking at it too fast.
And then, Listo comes out of the alley. Rejoins your guys' group.
It's got shook down by a toddler.
I imagine while you're gone, Catherine is fully just info dumping on like how she likes to build to Ozzy just because
Alright.
she also.
I mean,
It's like a moment of realization that you're more the alchemist, but I also dabble, and I have a few concoctions.
I almost thought you were going to
The
say.
trick is to balance the level of sulfuric acid per individual doses, so that way the amount of potential damage is usually spread out across the general surface layer of the attack.
That makes sense. I'll be honest, I usually do more of the potion making, but that will be useful for the alchemist fight, I'll tell you that.
Was at least
That was
pretending
least
this
so
to know.
boring.
This is while you were gone.
Yeah.
Hey.
I thought we were all walking for the tavern at this
We
point.
are.
Okay.
Because he took a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He got shook down by a toddler.
Yeah.
It was
Stewie
a
Griffin.
12-year-old.
Alrighty.
Alright, you guys head over to the tavern, which is Mr. Weiner's wine shop. The Slim Chance, back to that dreadful place. He seems to be open, though it's very clear that he's limiting customers. It literally says max occupancy 5, 6 foot distance from each other.
Fuck off.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not very many people in there. But you guys enter, and Mr. Weiner is he's got gloves on. It's about time you've got here.
Yeah, we finished the job.
It's about time you finish the job.
Tomorrow.
Do you have my soap?
It'll
It'll
be
be
here
here tomorrow.
I can't go another day without
We
cleaning
only
my
have to go
hands.
12 more hours.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Die.
Shit, you okay?
I felt that through the
Yeah, I
floor.
felt it through the floor. I barely saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Was that closer than you thought?
No, I didn't think that this was wood.
Oh my god.
Blood just starts trickling out of his ear.
Don't worry about it. This is method acting. We're good.
Method.
Lost a couple IQ points. We're fine. Alright. Yeah. Don't
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, enough of that.
Damien and Marcus are just in a corner table. Damien's got a bottle of wine and a glass.
I'm probably mostly gone.
And he's still sulking for himself and pours you the wine.
No, he bought the bottle.
Oh, okay, yeah. You pour it around.
Alright.
And will swiftly be
Out of
buying
curiosity,
it.
what do people here drink?
Yes.
Yes. Well,
I knew that.
Not quite yes.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Wine. Dahlia?
Wine if they can't make a water lily.
Can you make a water lily?
Yes. I'm not out of lilies yet.
They don't involve lily.
No, I'm thinking of something different then.
Wine.
Yeah.
Wine. Catherine?
I enjoy
Damien
nice
just
Pinot if you've got
Puts the other glass up on the table.
Say again, Catherine.
one. A nice Pinot if you've got one.
Yeah. He's taking your guys' order.
Not-
He's the entire time he's just complaining about mainly other
Least
customers, not about you guys. You guys are helping.
If he has a sake, great. If not, a mead will be
Sake, possibly from Crown Chef if you can. Mead if you don't got it.
I'm glad to see somebody has class in this place. Turn around, you grab more wine bottle, grab more alcohol.
I need some WD-40 as well.
A glass of your finest motor oil.
I was gonna say Everclear, but okay.
Actually, I need essentially just alcohol.
Yeah.
Not something for drinking that we wouldn't drink. Literally just alcohol.
Well, you're in luck. That's the only thing I have left to disinfect my dishes. Goes over to the back and he brings just alcohol.
Damien
I
looking
just-
at his glass. That
And,
explains much.
How much will that be?
And then just a bottle of straight whiskey.
Yeah, across the board to go
None of that
to
fireball shit.
I give him 10 and say just keep the bottles coming throughout.
Yeah, I essentially
Very well.
just buy
And he,
the...
he takes the 10 and he goes to the open close sign, the occupancy sign. Nobody else is allowed.
No vacancy.
Yes.
And I will, putting all this onto a serving tray I grab, bring it over to the table these two have set up at.
Yeah, we made sure it was a big table.
Oh, I'm surprised to see you two aren't already upstairs.
I think I missed out on the drinking.
You're not wrong. Who am I? I'm such a fool.
There he is, Mr. Weiner.
And I will say at this, I forgot to mention it because I keep being in Aussie mode. Philadrin did take his leave.
Yeah, please. Save
Hey.
yourself.
Marticus,
Yes.
would an 11 diplomacy roll be enough to seduce you?
Do we have to do this?
No,
Yeah,
for fun.
What would even challenge that? I don't know.
What would your line be?
What time of day is
Should I
it?
fuck you?
That
And
might
you
do
were
it.
like, fuck.
So we doing this or not?
You want just like a number.
I was totally kidding. It's not.
It's not happening.
I leave for like RP.
Yes. I'll let you guys decide that.
All right. So which table do we take?
The biggest.
They're all about the same.
The
Pool
biggest.
We're the
table.
only ones in the bar. We just move them together.
What if we just move all the balls off of the table and just pull
We
chairs
push
for
all
that?
the tables aside, make a dance floor.
Good.
Couple drinks.
I mean, if anyone knows how to use the piano in the corner.
Or move all the tables together and make a dance floor.
Yeah, you're gonna make a stage. Ah,
We need a
First
place
of
to
all-
stop because there's a game that must be played.
precisely. I believe you and what game are you thinking of? We'll say it on 3. 1, 2. What the fuck is up with that?
Uno.
Jinx, you have me kiss.
I'll get it one day.
Later.
Alright, so, for the
Fucking
sake of this,
giving
seeing
me
as
a
you're the
little
only one who
Odessa.
has them out,
Just before we do anything, I'm just gonna say Catherine is going to drip down an antidote before we even start.
Give him the Odessa Medarda treatment.
we can either do like physical, because that makes it more fun.
Cuisine.
If Katie is willing to lend out d20s.
Oh, yes.
Basically, you roll, and whoever rolls the highest gets to ask a question. Whoever rolls the lowest has to answer the question.
Oh, if you've got one, do you need an address?
I'm gonna get one of mine.
Do either of you want one of these pretties?
Yeah, I'll take one.
That's scary. That's just like one of them.
They are very metal.
I
You
just
want this
determined
one?
that Brandon
Okay.
knows that would have
This is
function
actually
during the
very nice.
zombie apocalypse, so I gave
Which
him
one did you
that.
go for?
Imagine putting this into a
His weapon.
cannon.
Oh, thank you.
It's a hell of a
Which
great
one
shot.
did you go for?
Yeah, it's like, no, you put
Ooh,
any of those in
pretty.
the cannon.
It's not awesome color.
That's his tungsten.
All darlings, fellas.
Alright,
I
and
don't
like,
even know if I have position color.
generally, like, if I rolled the highest one turn and then rolled highest the next lowest would be
The next
the person who
highest.
asked the question, or the next highest. And if like you can't answer 2 questions in a row, so if you roll the lowest, then the next lowest answer is pretty simple.
So
it's really just an RP.
John isn't answering every question during this game.
Yeah.
That's also why Philandrin is not here.
Aww.
And just so we're all clear, if you're answering a question, you have to answer honestly. But if it's something you'd rather not, you can refrain.
You can.
It's
You
just
can, in
quite
fact-
shameful.
Yes, you can in fact pussy out. So, drinks first. 1, 2.
Oh, shit. Highest and lowest, right?
Yes. So Damien got a 17.
20.
13.
13.
20.
Oh,
So what do we do in this situation?
Reroll.
Rollies!
Oh, Rollies again.
Yeah.
For who asks? No, just us two for who asks Krieg a question. Another 20.
I rolled a 1, so.
So Dahlia and the robot.
Krieg, your little spider friend. What the fuck is up with that?
Oh, this is Krieg Jr., also named Yarn. He's
Really
my mobile
sick
transportation and defense unit. And like he just goes over like a whole bunch of schematical bullshit.
Right, did you build him?
Yes.
Shoot this with another boat.
Not directly related, so you don't have to answer the. And who built you?
You see him go like, like,
And it's not a very subtle thing. Aussie just kind of takes the water.
And very gently.
That's the kind of
And-
thing you need.
no, he goes like full on still, like not even a twitch.
Out of curiosity,
Oh,
how are we all
that's
sitting at this
understood.
table? Just
Lisa would watch him for about a minute.
Oh, Dahlia does give a little glass step. Hard pass then. No harm done.
And then like a few seconds later, he starts moving.
Are you not sitting at the table with us after?
Oh,
Does it
that
matter
thing.
that much?
Sorry, it does to me.
Start wiggling things around.
Anyway.
Well,
Apologies.
what does Krieg do?
Like when she asked that question, he literally just hard locked.
Okay, I didn't know if like
Entering
afterwards he
sleep
like went buck wild and started.
No, no, he
Okay.
didn't do that.
He just eventually came back and acted like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. No further questions. He's darling.
All right. Round shot 2.
If there's a third one in the pocket, I'm gonna think there's something wrong with this thing. Okay.
I
Oh,
get
might
to
have to ask.
refrain today.
8.
9.
6. Jeez, we all rolled low.
16.
12.
Oh.
What's up, Krieg? Good
Alright.
All right.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
conversation.
Remember
rest
after
of
we
us are
talked
just
about
drinking.
how it's been decided that Dolly is the hot one between, Listo and Aussie and yada yada. Watch it turn out to be this is the romance one.
You only say that because Barticus hasn't taken a chunk
That's my territory.
In fairness, not
Beer
Dahlia.
yeah.
Let's give it 5 more shots.
Great, just like, how is it that you're able to repair the squish organics? Alright. Krieg is like, takes, oh,
heal
what the
people
fuck
once
is
over.
with that?
I am able to do magic thanks to the goddess of the sun.
Ooh. And that repairs?
Yes, it can. I can potentially harm, but it's much easier to put things back together. And if
Question
all
is,
else
this
fails, I
just busy
still can do it the squishy manual way. Needle and thread and whatnot.
Getting the hands dirty, as it were.
I would love to see a demonstration of this.
I hope you don't have to, but I assure you if someone needs stitches, if they
Like snitches.
allow it, you can
No,
watch.
by the way, Damien unwraps the rag. Just,
I mean, are you volunteering for the show?
yeah, what's the scene? I don't know.
I guess I'll spend part of while we're drinking sewing up Damien's hand, well,
I'm drunk enough. I don't
manual
feel it.
way.
It's only been 2 shots.
They are,
Well, you've been here.
For yourself.
despite not being good at sewing
Having
fabric,
wine.
they are very neat, clean stitches.
I've been having wine. It's not that now.
That you know of.
You can be fast, I just don't recommend it.
He has gotten a head start compared to the rest of us.
That he has. Hence why I got this, so she holds up a very, probably 95 proof whiskey.
Jesus.
Muller.
That's Everclear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
That's basically what Krieg
He just knocked
Wait,
it down.
Yeah. Or,
Just moving whiner back and forth.
Doing business.
All right. All right. Oh, and also, I will say, if there are those who wish to add on to a question, they feel free to jump in.
Right,
Yes,
right.
of course.
But it has to follow the line of inquiry of the previous question.
I cannot ask again.
Oh, shit.
14.
10.
18. I can't ask again.
2.
7.
11.
I'll let Listo ask.
So Listo to Aussie.
Well, Listo.
Oh, what the fuck is up with that? Thanks, Allison.
Your horns.
Different question, please.
Ooh. In character. Or out of character, sorry.
No, I get you. But that is a very much moment like she's jovially ready for this, and then you ask, and it's just a very much tense, serious.
Oh no, I would have picked that.
Not a like, I'm going to kill you if you ask again, just a lock up. T-poster dominance.
SpongeBob.
You did that too well, I could suddenly picture it.
Yeah, we all know the meanings.
Reject modernity. Return to monkey.
It's something from a long time ago. I'm snuggled up, quite comfortable talking.
You and Krieg What the fuck's up with that?
Well, it's quite a funny story, actually. I was looking for adamantine, and I just come to this little crater covered in some stupid faction from the city of Gills, and I see them chasing this little robot off into the woods. So I, naturally curious if there was nothing left in the crater itself, give chase, intercept him first. Rest is history.
Yes.
And then I taught him how to shoot a gun.
Yes.
And he gave me some advice on to improve my own crafting skills.
Yeah. Both still a work in progress.
More or less.
Follow up, if I may. Were they chasing him away from the crater?
And she will look to Kree. As in, just a sort of asking permission.
He gives like a slight nod.
Well, from what I was able to tell, is they were chasing him because he seemed valuable.
And valuable.
Like he does like the dog thing to your cold metal head.
Like, since Creek started drinking, like, you could feel he's pretty starting to heat up.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
At this point, like, Ossie would scoot a little closer to Damien just to get away from the heat. Any further followers?
No.
Alright.
That was a nice story.
Dice.
Sorry. On Discord, please.
Oh, we know.
Misophonia.
Sorry, yeah, this is like you were whispering to me, so I was like, oh yeah.
I figured I would like mouth it really quickly, but I was going to say, Discord me a summary of what happened.
Alright, sorry. One sec, I can't do things.
Casey, what the fuck are you doing
Here we
with
go.
that man?
Having a good time.
You guys told him to like keep the drinks coming.
Oh, okay. You're dedicated. I love it.
Like,
Thank
yeah,
you.
like I'm not part of your guys' game,
Keep
so
it
I'm
up,
just having
man.
him do his thing.
Yeah, fuck you, Casey. You're not part of this game.
I'm just amazed he hasn't managed to roll fortitude saves for the amount of alcohol I imagine we're drinking.
This thing is stupid.
You know, we're gonna get
Okay,
there.
sorry. So
We've been drinking pretty fast and answering
What did
questions.
everyone have?
one.
Mine.
No, what did you roll?
Oh, sorry.
It's like, wow, that's a lot of ones.
Fuck. That is yet another 18.
You want to trade
I would say if it's like anything between Aussie or
What is your
Dahlia and
sister's
Damien,
name?
it's not really worth it because they already know each other.
That's
So,
true.
so what were your roll real quick?
I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay,
And
good.
both you and I got ones.
Oh, we got 3 ones.
Ooh, do it.
All right, so rollies
Jeez, I didn't roll.
I got a 2.
14.
1.
Alright, so who's asking who?
I think it's
Martin.
Marticus Damien.
Let's hope they didn't get to know each other too well before we all got here.
You look. Where's Marticus? Okay, so
Yeah,
they're
I'll
across from each
vote
other.
Mark.
He does do the he does the like basic instinct leg crossover.
I'm already doing it.
No, Damien
Oh,
does. Well,
You see?
The lovers you've had. What the fuck is up with that?
I'm afraid you'll have to narrow it down.
How many?
Hmm.
How many different species?
Races 9. Total lovers. Gentleman never kisses and tells.
But
Keep
you're
in
not a
mind,
gentleman.
You've
You're
been
not
active
gentlemen.
for so long.
We'll say within the last few years. Are we counting one night stands?
Everything.
Okay. We'll draw it at an even dozen.
Catherine just reaches out a hand like high five.
Weak ass bitch.
High five.
I was doing it without making.
That's fair. You mean without looking at the hands?
Yes.
Wow, making eye contact.
We also weren't making eye contact.
Oh, good God, you fucking...
We're
rolling.
Well, no, he's still looking at Marty.
Yeah.
Damien's looking at Marticus, but he does high five Catherine.
Yeah, got it. All right. Well, any other questions?
That's such a soft
12?
call. That I'm willing to divulge.
Out of curiosity, actually, do you just float with anything that comes within a 10-foot radius until you score, or do you just kind of collect over the day?
Only the most beautiful.
Or do you just go for things with a pulse?
I'll answer for him. Yes.
He does have a standard. It's just that he appreciates a wide range
They're
of
just
features.
low.
Not quite.
My
no, not low.
My type is
Hot.
pretty.
Pretty.
And yet you go for Mordicus, or at least float with
There's a
Run, sir.
Oh, there's a rugged handsomeness there. Sort of
Let's be honest, it's mostly dead ass.
Oh yes, absolutely. Any arms? Hold that bow.
Artist. Exciting.
Now, are we down for another drink?
Another.
I never stopped.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
Oh, we're supposed to. We drink as part of.
There
Okay.
we go.
It's part of
Oh.
I'm still on the low end.
I'm kind of low.
We'll swap.
the 12.
11.
18.
Bryce!
Right.
I'm rolling left-handed.
Oh.
So it looks like it's
15.
Okay.
Catherine to Listo.
So, Listo,
So much better.
Yeah.
where have you traveled in your time on boats running here into wherever? What's up with that? What the fuck's up with that?
There you
Good.
go.
Fucks up was sailing all over, was making money to return to help my mom here. But as far as different ports, Casey, just give me some random cities that might be on the waterline.
Boy.
Well,
Alright.
there's Cog in the city of Lapis.
The city of Lapis.
Lapis.
There's the one in Hopt. There
You know I had
is
to.
this one way up north. Have you been that far? Not sure how far and wide you
I have
traveled.
some.
Oh, all over.
Nice.
Smokies. I have some lapis.
The
What,
ship I was on delivered things to every port.
what you'd figure out is that like most of the ports on the edge here, they seem to be all named after stars.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And I would say, by the way, just so you're aware, a lot of the sailing that happens on the edge, like there are actual sailing boats that happen in the Fleur de Lis.
Yeah.
But along the edge, there are Aether sailors that kind of go from each edge town to edge town.
Yeah.
If you want, they pretty much look a lot like the ships from Treasure Planet.
Ooh.
And for that reason, they don't really go
It's a
far
taste.
in town or inland, because the further they go inland, the more power they lose.
Exactly.
The only place that people don't really like to sail is around here.
The butthole of the world.
The butthole of the world.
Mordor.
I've only
Yeah.
gone near the old Scar a couple
Just-
really? What was that quite
much like almost being pulled off the ship a few times due to the pull in certain parts of the Scar.
We'll be passing through the land of Mordor.
Don't like any bit of that. That's not.
But I will say the sights you can see traveling around and seeing the world that way and meeting new people.
So you've just been a bit of everywhere.
Exactly.
Nice.
Deliver different things to different places. My job was usually to keep an eye out for things as well as to, clean and repair different sails during travel if they should come across problems.
Fascinating.
So I sew fabric much better than I sew
Flash.
flesh. Yes.
Casey,
And it seems that we're quite almost like a jigsaw puzzle.
hang on real quick. I have a DM question, sorry, that is relevant to Dahlia participating in the conversation. What's place on this continent? Yeah, let's say in the area just that we have on this map. What would Dahlia have heard has the most diverse plant life? What area would that be?
Oh, definitely right over here.
Okay,
The
what's
big
it,
fuck
what's
up.
what's it called?
What were those forests called again?
You remember that forest that we went to, like the Feywild?
From Mara's storyline.
Our storyline. That's that place.
I don't remember what the fuck it called.
I actually don't know if
The
we've had it
Feywild would be the colloquial term.
Okay.
Like it's not the
Gaia's
actual
back.
Feywild, but it's It's essentially an explosion of plant life as compared to anywhere else on this.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're talking about travel, I've always wanted to see Feywild. You know.
That was a little too far inland. I've heard tale of it. I've never been there.
The things I've heard that grow there, and the things they can do.
Interesting. I like to travel. Yeah, I need a
Yes.
companion to go, and Damien's busy.
I would tell mine this as well. Don't you?
Yes. Just
I don't know. Sometimes
not so much an. If that was a pass, it was not so much an over a head as a neatly sidestepped.
Yes.
I don't know this. Well, I've been missing the road personally. But I'm ironically not the biggest fan of nature. Just its dangers. Well, annoyances rather. I'm more at home in a workshop than on the plains.
Nature is
Another shot?
great outdoors are certainly not for everyone.
Yes.
It gives you so many of your favorite things, though.
I know, but dirt.
As you guys are kind of like conversing,
Hang on.
Mr. Weiner seems to just be kind of like talking to like he seems to have like
Guys.
Guys.
as you guys are like kind of conversing, Mr. Weiner seems to be talking to somebody outside the door. Go away. Can't you see we're full? You know, like that kind of thing.
Shit, what terms is it?
Yeah, sure. If you know them, I'll give them the letter. And then, not too long, you know, Mr. Weiner does come back in from the door, down here.
Sorry.
Yep.
Nani?
Sorry to interrupt. Some younger gentleman wanted me to give you this. And
Young man.
Yeah. And he hands you, like, 2 letters.
Damien?
No. Mr. Weiner.
I know.
Hands
Hands
them too.
Damien the letter?
Oh, no. He sets them on the table.
Okay. You just made eye contact with me.
Yeah, so that's right. He sets them there, and he's just like, ugh, the nerve of these small children.
Oh, those might be for me.
I'll just go ahead and slap these over.
Yep. There's 2 letters there.
Oh,
One seems to be from Lieutenant Karumba.
Okay.
And if you read it in his voice,
Yes.
geez, something held me up tonight. I'm sorry. I couldn't quite make it to the meeting. But perhaps another day, here's my address, right? Like, you know, here's the address. And then the second letter, which is in much worse handwriting.
Crayon.
We took care of your arrangement for tonight. 9 o'clock, Mr. Big.
Wow.
This is the next part of the quest.
I feel kind of embarrassed saying this, guys, and I know we're all a few drinks in. But apparently, Mr. Big.
It's spelled Mista Big.
Mista, and I said Mista Big would like to meet us behind the school at 9.
What
And apparently Karumba is busy for this evening.
The school.
What time is it now?
Oh dear lord.
I have no idea.
7? Good
Alright, there's more time for drinking.
I'm gonna stop you guys from drinking.
No.
We're gonna get good and fucked up before
So wait, to clarify, this relevant to your misadventures with the pre-teenage
That
children?
might concern the white devils.
Oh,
Alright,
for
okay.
goodness.
We need to keep drinking to lower at least our sense of aim.
I can say.
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
There.
Listen, Damien is also likely to throw something at a child who's pissed off enough. Oh, that went on a jerk,
That went on.
bitch.
12. Me too.
13.
11.
16.
11.
So,
Krieg to Catherine.
Oh.
you had a 13?
2.
Oh, 2, yeah. You know what you want to ask it.
Karis will.
No, like, I actually got to think about this one.
She's a
Really
big.
Everyone else has such
So you
clearly
like 'em
defined
big.
opinions. Krieg's a bit of a wild card in this relationship.
Brandon's a
Brandon.
wild card.
Listen, you tell him to tell you somebody else something, He's gonna fucking forget in about 5 seconds.
Well, I also will say Krieg is also a bit of a wild card in relation to.
True, yeah.
So all of your fancy alchemical stuffins. What the fuck is up with that?
It's
Where did you learn?
well,
Can I learn something?
with time and training, yeah. I learned as a bit of a. It was a trick that came in handy every now and then. Like mostly, I started with learning antidotes, mostly from various fears of poisons from a few unique fellows. Then from there, mostly just tinkered around until, well, I needed to figure out how to learn to properly dissolve a lock to make a unknown departure. And then from there, I've just been tinkering when I have the chance.
Fascinating.
Yes.
So just to clarify, were you in a place that you wanted to be out of, or did you want to get into?
Weirdly enough, I think the answer is yes to both.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
That seems like something to know.
Was this before or after the weird cut?
Oh, long before. Good 2 decades before.
You know, speaking of age, I'm quite curious how old everyone at this table even is.
Unknown.
Yeah, that's fair.
26.
29.
76.
22.
93?
Oh yeah, elf.
I don't have what? Yeah, half elf.
Mm-hmm.
47. What'd you say?
47. And killing it.
Damn! I'd say that it would be fairly obvious, especially when compared to you two, is that there is elven blood in her.
Oh boy.
The comment stands, baby.
I know.
Like incredibly fine wine.
Raging like milk.
I think the big issue with Catherine is one, the giant ass eye bags and the fact that
aged
like
milk is just cheese. We all love cheese, so.
like her hair looks like she has not had it cleaned in about those same 2 decades she was referring to.
Girl, please.
Okay, in that case, if you like, I'm not saying it's necessary. However, as an apology for my earlier comments, and also to discourage those who might treat you differently, I would be more than happy to lend my expertise if you would like to soften up the hair a bit, perhaps a bit of makeup.
Perhaps after our endeavor with Mista Big. Just hella child.
That's a trans. Okay, here we go.
It's probably like upstairs that you hear Mr. Weiner and Ham, and you just hear probably Mr. Weiner saying like, Catherine, what the hell is up with that? You see me playing that game upstairs.
What do you have? More stuff?
Oh no, it's like some kind of rat.
Find a pepper.
You didn't even roll a 1 to save me.
I did.
Ooh boy.
Yeah, you just at the beginning. It's either 1 or 11. There's no.
Oh,
that's-
Oh, you can do
Yeah,
roll
that's
1.
it's
That's
a 3,
cocked.
but it is cocked.
No, that's cocked.
9.
5.
Wait, did you also roll a 9?
12.
Marcus got a 3.
3.
I got an
5.
12.
You just asked a question, so who rolled the next highest?
11. Me?
Okay,
You
so
had a
Krieg
what,
to
11.
or Listo to Marcus.
climbing up trees at night drunk. What the fuck's up with that?
Just something I've done all my life. Alcohol just lowers my inhibitions, and I just like do it. I'm very good at it.
Getting up? Yeah. Didn't even hear you. Getting down? Fall.
Listen, he said it was a hobby to climb the trees, not to climb out.
Getting up is easy. Getting down, not so much.
With the amount of alcohol you seem to consume, how many inhibitions do you have left to lower?
This
The
one!
floor is limitless. Stick around
Here, my
and
love.
find out.
Here, my love. Here, I thought your standards couldn't get any lower. Here you are, limbo dancing it down. The bar couldn't get any lower.
Just like dancing on the table.
We could do that. Alright. You still doing this?
I can take more.
At least a couple more.
Alright. Here we go.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
What did you roll? Oh no!
3, 2,
15.
20.
Yeah, 7.
Oh yay! Ask away.
Will them 2 people roll for this?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you are, okay.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, we were competing for who was going to get asked the question that time.
Taking a page out of Mr. Wayner's book. Ham. The fuck is up with that?
Well,
Specifically, what is ham?
I'm going to be quite honest. I don't exactly know. A whole mess of things that we don't need to get into happened. I was basically on the run and got lost in the woods for a long time. I mentioned earlier that I was able to tweak some of the alchemy in that space and it came in handy. Yeah, I was living off of, and I pulled one of the red potions, I was quite literally living off of these. I am not made to survive in the wilderness on my own. After a while, I got desperate. There was no easy solution, and I attempted to summon a kind of spirit, an angel, if you will, from somewhere in the outer planes. I don't know, I tried to modify the weird spell that I had. I might have made a mistake, I might have been delirious at the time. But something responded, and that something ended up as ham.
I was really surprised that some evil, I don't know evil, but
Oh,
just
no, it is
annoying
fucking
eldritch being took the form of a cat.
Did he initially appear as a cat?
No.
Oh, okay.
What was he originally?
I don't know how to say this. Me, but not me. There's no easy way to parse it. Essentially, as far as I can presume, he's some sort of panic demon, chaos demon.
Probably more
it's
towards chaos.
weird properly trying to quantify it. The best way I can say it is Ham the cat, in a sense. One is not fully a cat, but also when he's moving about, he's not really here. Ham himself is more. Imagine, if you will, the shadow.
Imagine if you will.
Of like a hand that is simultaneously reaching out from a darkness you cannot prove is there, but is constantly following you around.
Oh.
Damien is just like upending the wine. Oh shit, it's actually
Acasia just essentially has the shot and just kind of swirling it around. I might be a bit too for this.
Yeah, Dahlia does the it looks like a delicate sip, but boy, does it last a long
And
fucking
she's
time.
fully just staring up in space, and imagine if you will, such a thing constantly, in your head, trying to borrow and give you their feelings, but they don't mesh as actual words and come off as okay, when you laugh and you can feel it in your gut.
Yes.
Imagine feeling joy from something so vast I'm not even sure I have the dimensions to contain it.
Oh.
And the fact that does not exist both in my body nor, as far as I can tell, the world. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm lost.
Okay.
You just fucking sent it, didn't you?
Sorry, I feel like I've lost the tangent. What was the question?
Okay. So wait.
This way Marcus is just chugging from the bottle.
Yeah, the bottle of wine is empty.
Pretty certain that Ozzy just
I'm
snuck another
okay,
shot.
Hang on.
Yes, sir, Ragnar.
So from what I understand, what you were telling me is that what we see of Ham is but a tiny part of something vast and incomprehensible that lives on another plane. All right, and I finished my glass of wine.
know.
And you pick fights with it.
What kind of bloodborne ass bullshit?
And I thought you was.
Again,
I think
Yeah, you can definitely see Krieg just kind of looking to the side, not doing any eye
I
contact.
Krieg just turns his head 180,
Like an owl.
yeah, just looking at the wall. I think with that, we all owe dear Catherine a question. That was a lot. Get over here.
Oh, it's a fucking
No.
girl.
It's a fucking what?
It's a
Oh.
sweeper.
He's just trying to help clean.
The overlap of teachers, parents, and pet owners includes shit like, why are you wet? And what is your mouth?
Yeah, what is it?
No joke! I went across the hall to talk to Abby, the other 5th grade teacher. I came back. Little dude was coming back from the back sink/water fountain. He starts asking me a question. I go, where are you supposed to be? And then I look at his head. Why are you wet?
Oh no. Back in character.
He didn't have a good reason!
Oh no.
So,
Back in character, yes. Ham is still been quite effective at helping me achieve the goal I summoned him, at least so far. I hope he keeps
Right.
that track, but
Yes, I count my question as the one that set it off, so agreed. Everyone else owes you a much more normal question. Much more normal.
oh no. You pardon the pun, go Ham.
Ask
Essentially,
away.
to ask any of us
Oh.
a question, or ask each of us a question, whatever you want.
the thing is, I was gonna ask Dolly the thing I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Hang on, I just need to blow my nose.
I know. Or actually, no. I think it was. So, forgive the bluntness, but why do you seem worried every time your sister casts her clerical magic?
That'd be a hard pass.
Alright.
Well, that's 2 hard passes.
An easier one then. Where did you learn your sword fighting skills?
Well, it's a bit of a combination of swordplay and various styles of dance, primarily ballet, that I've picked up over the years, that I found that if your enemy has no idea what you're doing when they're fighting you, they have a much harder time trying to fend off incoming attacks. I like to give them a bit of a show before sending them off.
Alright.
I don't know what I'm doing, and neither do you.
Precisely. My strategy in chess. I don't know what I'm doing, neither do you.
That's the end of the questions I need.
Oh, come on. We all owe you one. Or are you
Don't
keeping
wanna
them
know
in the back
anything about
pocket?
Ozzy?
I want to know loads about us. Whether or not this is the time and place to ask them.
Then perhaps it was
The
simple.
name of the game, darling.
Yes, what the fuck is up with...
You can't even say the name anymore.
You just can't keep us out of your mouth.
Your firearm. What the fuck is up with that?
Well... It fires projectiles at a very fast speed to very far distances.
And where did you get it?
I made it. Under the tutelage of my late teacher.
Fascinating.
Man, I don't feel I gave enough respect to for him at his end.
Did you have something to do with that end?
Perhaps all the gray hairs on his head. It was old age.
Old age was the gun that I killed him with.
Old age is the name of my name.
Learn from my mistakes.
But it was something that helped me in a very unstable point of my life. And now I've found a way to more or less pass on the teachings, even if Krieg's a little more blast happy than I am. They grow up so fast.
Are we drunk enough to talk to a bunch of school children yet?
There's other things I would rather do than talk to children.
Yes.
Very well. Don't everyone get up at once.
Hold on, didn't she have a couple more questions to ask? At least one, who knows?
Alright, one more.
Anything to do.
These still just be playing.
A while back, if you can remember, you said you came from the heavens above or some sort. I'm curious, which constellation?
What the fuck is it?
What the fuck's up?
Not a constellation. And like at this point,
Oh.
Krieg looks to the west, and he's just kind of like avoiding eye contact.
But specifically west.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Thank you.
And the
Constellations are stars.
didn't.
What the?
Lisa said he was playing the piano.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was the beginning one.
But yeah, it's not that he wants to explain more or less, but like he's definitely not freezing up over it either.
So, do you know where you fell from?
Austin's just watching Krieg. Lisa needs a call down.
Very carefully.
She's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man?
She's married to the muffin.
Max with the mic.
That sound bit is just gonna be a block.
I am sorry to everyone
Yeah.
listening.
You can still hear us through shattered eardrums.
Yeah, the tinnitus is setting in.
Yeah. Bob. Bob.
Krieg, you don't need to answer if you don't want to. But you do that.
Krieg, like he's still looking to the west of it, but like I do know where I came from.
Okay. Escalating.
Everybody quickly goes to the world map.
Yeah, hey, could you pull it up on the big screen, Casey? That'd be nice.
What?
Let me see the world map.
Yeah,
please.
what's to the west, my guy?
Yes,
It's
sir,
like
could we
all.
see a world map?
Actually, if I remember correctly,
The west
it's
is
more-
somewhere. You see how it isn't?
Northwest.
You see how it isn't like mapped out? Because
Yeah.
not many people go there.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh, I
If
mean,
you guys want to go on an adventure there and
Oh.
figure out what's there,
Correction.
that would be
northwest.
Northwest. Okay.
It's you know like that Chowder episode where they're like west.
No.
Only
I'm
Chowder
on my
episode I've-
way.
or not Chowder, sorry,
I'm on
Flapjack.
my way.
That's the one.
No.
There's only one I've actually seen. There's like a whole episode where everybody's freaked the hell out about the West, and they're like, "What's in the West? Don't say that word, hon. that's a cursed word. Nobody goes that way." Like, That's where Will Smith made a really bad movie with a robot spider.
I
Listen.
think you mean the best movie.
It's technically in a lot of ways bad, but it's a fucking hell of a good time. It has its problems, but it's funny.
Just for clarification. It's card.
Thought I responded. You did not.
Pass me on.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
that.
See,
that's the end of all the questions I have for now. Ugh, as much as I hate to even bring up the possibility
Put
again.
that chair down so you don't fall again, you
Yeah.
maniac.
Chilton? Visit, talk, possibly.
Alright, let's do some.
That's in. I don't know how you. Well, you know where the school is, so lead the way.
Alright.
Let's go meet
we
him
are not Hussars. He does not say that.
No.
That's it. Aussie trails behind for a moment. Then pulls Damien aside.
Yep.
Waits for the others to go outside. Do you have a partner for tonight already?
As a point of fact, I do not.
Kind of grips into the small tie he has. And consider your not filled. And then she will walk out.
Oh my god, what, we're on session 8?
Yeah.
New record!
There it is!
If she glances back, Damien is loosening the tie. And you would like his skin, his skin is alabaster. You would see a slight blush to it.
There was
Before he
a slight
falls out.
pushing against the wall.
Mm.
I imagine you just enjoyed when you were joining us. The alcohol getting to you already?
What?
The alcohol getting to you already?
Oh, if I'm not in a state of semi-permanent drunkenness, it's just a hell of a time for everyone. It's a catch-22. If I were to stop drinking now, the cumulative hangover would literally kill me. Alright, I'll forget. Big.
Alright.
Casey. Time to do TM shit.
What DM shit?
We're going to talk to Mr. Big.
Right. Sorry,
Right.
I've been removed from your guys' thing for a minute.
Fair, yeah. Sorry.
Get the food back in here! We need you!
Casey's like, oh shit, we're still in game.
Oh shit, you guys are still here.
I've been DMing another game for like half an hour.
Alright, so you guys are like headed out of the bar.
Yeah, following Mista.
Alright, Listo. They had told you to meet them behind the school.
Yep.
No. And indeed, behind the school is where you'd find a couple of them by the door. All of like at this point of the day, normally the school would be closed down.
It's night at night,
yeah, like it's got like rooms closed and there's like 2 kids who are like on guard duty in the back of the school right now. And they're just kind of like looking at you, Listo. It's about time. You're almost late. Mr. Big will not be happy if you're late.
It's not even 9 yet.
If you're almost late, does that not mean you're on time?
I mean,
Mr.
I had a
Big,
friend once say,
Mr.
if you're on time, you're late.
Let's say that. like I was like, Mr. Big has one policy. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Then why doesn't he just set the time he wants
What
to
does it
meet
mean
earlier than he
Mr.
wants
Big
to...
shouldn't have to tell you adults what to do, huh?
He's missing.
Correct, we
let's
should be
just
telling
go
them.
talk to the middle schooler.
Oh. Not with that attitude. Toots.
Hey.
Alright.
I guess it's more like this, like they're looking up.
Damien in his head. Am I gonna have to kill a child? I'll take the
Yeah,
mantle.
Damien's like, maybe
only
she
one
had a
innocent
point.
child murder.
The funny thing, I prepped only non-lethal spells today.
She
That's
really
funny, because
just...
the only thing I know is lethal.
She really just...
Yo,
Alright, don't get excited.
you're in first. Mr. Big likes what you have to say, you invite the other ones. We're gonna hold all you guys out here. I'm just filling you out. Make sure none of you's snitches. Out of curiosity, did Ham follow us? He's not in your back. Yeah, okay. You can feel him in the area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
As I walk by, the guy that called her toots and seems to be snapping and everything. Unless he's escorting me, actually, especially if he turns his back to me to walk me in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna pap him upside the back of the head.
You can get away with it.
You're lucky your friends Mr. Big.
And then I do it again.
Oh, this guy, he's testing me. He opens the door. And like,
Surprisingly
I would
patient
love
for a
to
middle
hear if
schooler.
this kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is like.
well, okay,
the
this
point
guy himself, he's like 6th grader, barely middle school.
And this is like Lisa's using my sneak attack ability to go into the most painful part of the back of that kid's head.
Like wherever the sutures are, they're not quite.
Every single time you do that,
Like,
the other kid
Mom,
is just
don't
doing
shut
like that,
up in
like that,
church.
like Hanna-Barbera, like he's just doing that shit. And you know, the door opens. Listo, like you're kind of led in to a room. One solitary candle lit in the backwards, and there he is, the pudgy little kid named Mr.
Yeah.
sitting at his desk like this. Augustus Gloop, is that you?
So, you're the Listo I've heard so much about.
So, Mista.
Oops. I promise that was a thing. Okay.
What?
I meant to type fat, and the G is right below the T.
Listo.
I didn't even see that.
On Mr. Big's desk are 3 different lollipops. Mr. Big,
This is kind
for him to choose from.
test.
Oh God, you were serious.
What'd you say again?
There's 3 lollipops on the desk. You're letting him choose which one he'd like.
What are they? What colors do you got?
You've got a red and green one, a blue and green one, and then a white and red one.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles,
On the day of my gumby's
it's
wedding.
gonna be the white and red one.
Peppermint. Interesting choice.
What the fuck?
Now, I'm a man of business. I mean, as you get closer, you realize
Oh my
there is some
God.
charcoal drawn onto his upper.
He's so good.
Say again.
He said I'm gonna pull out a handkerchief from his.
No, and he like bats away the finger. No, nobody touches Mr. Big without down. Wait, did you? Wiped away half of it, and he got it.
Okay, you don't
They've
have
done to
to
my
use
boy.
the tough guy voice. Just talk like you normally do.
This is how I normally talk. But now, if we're done fooling about, you've done my people a good favor. Got little Jimmy out of a spot of trouble.
Yeah, I did.
And, well, let's just say there's some annoying long-nosed detective in town looking after the White Devils of Heart.
Are you the white devils?
Least
Or have you been telling tall tales?
Oh, I don't tell tall tales. I make just knowing information my business. Nothing goes on in this town without me knowing about it. Now,
It's got like a ring pop.
Just like bites it.
It's like the plastic spider ring from the arcade.
Alright, keep going, Mista.
now, in return, as a show of good faith, is, you know, it's bad for business to make enemies, so I don't make them. I like to make friends. As a
You
Indeed. As a show of good faith, we'll be giving that Kurumba something else to look into, getting him off your trail.
Oh my gosh.
sounds good.
And I'm hoping that maybe this can lead into further business in the future.
What kind of business?
Well, you need something found? Who are the people you can go to? You want something to brought in that's maybe below the line of the law, then I've got people.
You've got people.
Oh, I've got people. And oddly, as you're snickering at him, his face does remain fairly serious.
Oh, I'm sure it does. But I'm sure you've got people.
That's all you want, but I'm sure as we perhaps continue this partnership, we can perhaps come to take one another more seriously. After all, Mr. Big always pays his debts.
Good. Glad to hear it.
You do that shit to
Do you
me.
assume the debts of your associates?
Assume the debts of my associates?
Yes.
Kelly, are you fucking okay?
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
My bet is on the Godfather.
I wish I've seen that movie. Holy fuck. I'm good. What's happening? I'm good.
So what'd you say, Bryce?
Do you assume the debts of your associates?
Assume the debts of my what?
Oh my god.
Friends.
Ah. If they do something foolish, that's on them.
You're so putting in Ozzy's accent. I'm
I
sorry.
know. It's really hard to get out of.
I will let you know, Mr. Big. You have a whole stash of candy cigars in your right drawer.
Oh my fucking god.
You
can't
do see
do
as
this.
he's talking, he reaches into the. Oh, this isn't him. Reaches into the side drawer and pulls out what
Oh
looks like a
god.
very colorful cigar, but not quite. And he takes a pair of safety scissors.
Oh my god! you have to let us breathe, man! Oh my god!
And eventually
Give it a
smashes.
chance! You can't keep getting away with it!
And eventually smashes the end of the cigar off. And just.
So disappointed that I'm not here to like see.
Help me!
Because,
Help me, Jesus!
your friend Jimmy
Oh,
owes me.
oh,
He does. I see what you're saying.
oh, finally.
In turn, as he has to be staying out of the spotlight for now.
I think you could take what he owes.
Well, then allow me to finish, Mr. Mista.
Mr. Taster.
That's what he said.
Last name E.
Allow me to prove to you that we can make this a fruitful partnership. What is something you might lack found or brought to you? And don't give me none of this little kid bull
Oh my gosh.
Back knots.
Okay.
Something real intangible.
Real and tangible or real intangible?
And
No, the question is,
Trading the finest through
will it be, could you bring
theory.
instead of something, someone?
Ooh.
Say again for
A bunch
John.
of preteens to
Could you
kidnap
bring
someone.
someone instead of something?
what did you have in mind?
Quite a challenge.
I think we can handle it.
Okay. I would like you to bring Viscount Edward Dufresne to Wine's Winery.
Edward Dufresne,
Viscount Edward Dufresne.
Interesting.
Edward Dufresne crawled his way out of Shawshank
In the Shawshank prison.
Shawshank for 500 yards of shit smelling fireworks.
Give me a month at most. We'll find you and let you know if that changes.
Sounds good. And you need to see the rest of my associates.
No, I think you're quite enough.
Should you have any business dealings that you can't handle, I'll charge up front next time.
It sounds like we have ourselves a little wager.
Well, this isn't a wager.
That's a wager to me.
It's just if your friends
I don't
need
know what
help,
that
I'm
word
gonna ask
means.
for money up front next time.
Ah, understood.
And you get the sense that he was very much using wager, trying to sound more grown up.
Yep.
He doesn't know what that word means.
Well,
If you'll excuse
look
me.
at this
And he
idiot.
stands up and walks to the corner of the classroom where the class rat is.
Oh,
This
okay.
kid like as wide as he is tall.
No, he's
Oh,
portly, but he's not circular.
Well, have a good day, Mista.
You have a good evening. He just pets the rat, looking up.
Oh my god.
Oh, and while he goes over to the rat, I'll go just blatantly go over to his drawer that he pulled these cigars out of, and I'll steal 7 cigars.
I'm not even going to ask you to roll.
I'm doing it blatantly. I'm like, even
These
if he
are
wants
mine
to,
now.
If he wants to say something, he could.
Mr. Big, like all of your guards like pull out slingshots.
No. Let him have them.
All right,
A sign of our camaraderie.
All right.
Oh my god.
And yeah, as his guards are putting their slingshots away, I'll just quick draw my hand crossbow and point it at one of them.
One of them just kind of does that thing, you know, like the nervous goon.
Still, I suggest we leave as friends.
Oh, I was all intending on leaving as friends. Your guards were the ones that pulled first.
Because they were
Just
defending
wanted-
my honor now. If you would please just go.
Oh, I'm leaving.
I've been staring down various kids until they get nervous and look away.
Ozzy's just having a
Lisa
drunken
comes out
moment.
and there's like the one kid is scattered over like 20 feet. Like,
just,
they're good.
just occasionally.
Like there's like a middle schooler. You have a 6th grader that was with you. A couple elementary school age kids, right? It's one of the elementary school ones that's actually like the tallest and most buff, but it kind of seems to be not all there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you're staring down these other ones, and they're kind of like muttering. Hey, send Billy to go talk to that one right over there. All right, and they poke the big one.
And there's like there's a softening to everything. Yes.
You're pretty.
Thank you.
I don't like pretty.
All right.
He's ugly. I like him.
All right.
He's cool.
He's cool.
He's quite
Do you
something.
mean that our laws about these?
No, it's 10 foot distance. 10 foot distance.
We like to have the cane sword out.
Yeah, no.
The other kids are just like, he makes people uncomfortable. There's more where that came from. Devils. They're just like trying their best to intimidate you outside. They got
It's-
slingshots.
Ozzy's just having a just.
There's very much this look from Dolly of like, oh, you fools! He's just a confused boy. He didn't make me that uncomfortable. He
He's
made me
very clearly,
uncomfortable.
he's very clearly autistic.
Yeah, he's got stuff going on.
He's
Listen,
got a pendant of what looks to be a combination of Pikachu and Sonic.
listen. Every kid here has something way the fuck going on.
Lisa comes out and he's got one of the candy cigars. Chewing on it.
Yeah, the other kids start like muttering to each other. Like, So what the boss have to say to you?
There was a meeting.
I bet it was.
Basically, you guys are going to be doing me a favor.
Me?
I don't know which one of you or all of you. It'll probably take all of you.
Well, I suppose the boss said that was what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do.
So,
Hey kids, you want to know how to really intimidate someone, really drive the point home?
Mutter. Yeah.
Next time someone pisses you off, gets under your skin, like your parents telling you not to do something when you're just trying to live your life, look them dead in the eye. Say, listen, back off.
Come on.
Dead puppies.
Toto, he wants you
Back
back.
off. Swear
I feel like this is in character.
I'll tongue punch you right now.
That's what he said. Dead serious, like David
Yeah.
says deadpan. Next time someone fucks with you, tell them that you will tongue punch them in the fart box.
What's every time?
Aussie turns and just walks away from the scene because she's just. Oh my god.
Or I'll tell them your funny words, funny man.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Oh my god, Kelly!
did you safely sneak out tonight?
Me? Rules don't mean nothing to me. I hang out by the burgers all the time.
Uh-huh.
This is our territory. This is our turf. This whole school belongs to us.
That's nice, but when's your bedtime?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Tell him. Tries to fuck with you, you tongue punch him right in the fart box.
Yeah, I'll do that thing.
You try and tongue punch my fart box, you'll find out how far I can shove your tongue up your fart box.
Yeah, and he sees that. I can see why that's intimidating. I'm gonna use that.
Fully broken down.
Aussie's just, against that brick wall all schools have, just not able to stop laughing at this just stupid situation.
Ew.
Cree's just like giving you support, but like he doesn't. He's blank.
Dahlia is managing to keep a straight face, but it's taking effort.
Marcus is just like asleep against a tree.
Fucking with a bunch of kids, we gotta get out of here.
She was just so fucking exhausted this whole situation, and now is just living in it thanks to you.
So, Mista, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
And remember, this place that you saw tonight, Rivendell don't exist. So
You
take
son
your
of a
leave.
bitch. You son of a... No, you get your ass out here, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, shit. No. Like,
Is that a past campaign reference?
it's a
That is
high
an
school
Asian
reference.
for these guys.
Oh my god.
During lunch, we would retreat to Rivendell, which is essentially a storage room for desks and chairs that teachers just left unlocked. And you didn't tell anybody about Rivendell.
no, fucking sophomores.
They
right?
don't
How's that?
exist.
So,
Come to bed.
okay.
Come to
Well,
bed.
why don't you guys head to the tavern? I'm sure that I've paid Weiner enough to keep drinks for him if you guys want them.
These towers.
I heard liquor.
Lose all of your business with the Tofia?
Well, we'll see.
Write that down, write that down.
What?
Write that down, write that down.
Wait, what down?
Tofia.
Tot Fia.
Top.
Like
tots
tots.
and mafia.
I'm so proud.
Okay.
Then where will you be going?
Just to see how valuable a potential new ally might be.
That's fine with me. You guys going back to the tavern?
Yep.
I think this would be a good place for us to end session.
Yes, we're gonna edit all the Tofias.
Oh my god!
Fart punch. Fart box punch.
Hurt me, dude. The two of you.
And just be yelling out, "Do you know where your children are?"
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I need my